Oh, see, can you see by the dawn's early light was so heralded my life as the last gleaming was bright, who brought me us fire for the rapid we were in this dreamland, and the rocket's red glare bombs bursting in air gave to the night that the stars were still there. Oh, say and the home of the free.
The prince cannot be allowed to act with this kind of unchecked impunity.
Brother?
Game.
Carry on. You were saying something about my impunity.
Your new gold cloaks made quite the impression last night, didn't they?
Did they? The watch was enforcing the Crown's laws. Didn't you agree, Lord Strong? Our city should be safe for all its people.
If only the prince would show the same devotion to his lady wife as he does his work, Your Grace.
I think my bronze bitch is happier for my absence.
Lady Rhea is your wife, a good and honorable lady of the Vale.
In the Vale, men are said to fuck sheep instead of women. I can assure you, the sheep are prettier.
You made a vow before the Seven to honor your wife in marriage.
I could give Lady Rhea to you, Lord Hightower, if you're in want of a woman to warm your bed. Your own lady wife passed recently. Did she not? Perhaps you aren't ready to move on just yet.
I agree. His remains are being prepared by the Silent Sisters.
I want to seize the stepstones by force and burn out this crab feeder.
I am not prepared to start a war with the free cities.
You have dragon riders, father. Send us.
At least the princess has a plan.
I only meant that we should at least...
Perhaps there's some better use for the princess's talents.
The matter settled. Again.
No, I will not allow it.
Allow it. Do not forget yourself, Payment. That
Is no true Valarian. Her children are bastards! And she is a whore.
can keep his tongue.
What is it that could not have waited an hour? Was Dawn invaded?
The king is dead. But he has left us a gift. In his final wish that his son, Aegon, should succeed him as Lord of the Seven Kingdoms. Yes. Now, there are two among the captains of the City Watch that remain loyal to Daemon. Let us replace them.
I will not have this. I am 6 and 7 years old.
It is your tongue, Lyman.
I will have no part.
Down!
As I scroll through my timeline and look at the cringe, I take a look at the tweets and I seek sweet revenge. Cause I've been laughing and trolling so long that even the dime boy thinks that my mind is gone. But Greg ain't ever crossed a fam that didn't deserve it. He be treated like a pup, you know that's unheard of. You better watch how you're talking and who you're stalking, or you and your stands might be lined and blocked. I really hate the trip, but I gotta look as I joke. I see myself in the Twitter smoke, fool. I'm the kind of micro little hilters wanna be like on my knees in the night. Pray to Micah in the set light. Look at the situation they got me facing. I can't live a normal life. I was raised by the stream, so I gotta be down with the stream team. Too much theory watching got me chasing dreams. I'm an educated goon with Gator on my mind. Got my micro in my hand and a gleam in my eye. I'm a loped out hilter, set edge and banger, and my lawyer's down, so don't arouse my anger, fool. Man ain't nothing but a heartbeat away. I'm living life, do or die. What can I say? I'm 39 now, but will I live to see 45? The way things is going, we gon' thrive. Get it on the mic, micro and the gated. Won't have to come and get this. Everybody's running, but life of them ain't looking. We got Don in the kitchen, but I don't know what's cooking. They say I gotta burn, but Pope's here to preach 7. If they can't understand it, how can they reach heaven? I guess they can't, I guess they won't, I guess they cunts. That's why I know my wife is out of fucks.
You know, can I just say for everybody, and I think I'm speaking for Don here too, how much I just love Sarah Hess. I love Sarah Hess. Isn't she just kind of great? Don't you want to like invite her over for dinner, or maybe like have her make you some traditional cuisine, like some egg rolls, you know, something like that?
I would never demean her in that way to put her at for like labor. I would just want to pick her brain.
Well, she could like give you the recipe, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, of course, and I want to know. Yeah, egg rolls, of course. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I would love that, dude. She's so good, and it's so unfortunate that this is the last, I think, episode this season that's written by Sarah Hess. We loved last episode. Yeah, and so that's our final one, Gator.
If you want an unironic statement about this whole thing, I love Sarah Hess a lot more than I used to after this episode because she delivered us three sequences, 3 dialogue pieces that were awesome. That in any other like situation so far in the show, like if this happened last season, it would have been framed in my mind, would register it as completely ironic and like some kind of a statement where it's like, okay, sure, it says this, but clearly the body language is pointing to something else. We'll get to this. I think you guys probably know what we're talking about, but it was completely sincere sounding in this. It almost sounded like she wanted to convey that what these characters were saying was correct, and they were correct completely.
Yeah.
And I was vibing with it, dude. I was vibing with it.
Yeah, this is the first episode we've seen this season together. Of course, there's only 3 episodes, but did we watch any episodes together last season? Season 2?
I don't know. Yeah.
So we watched it together.
I buried the lead here. Me and Don were together at last, holding hands, watching A Song of Ice and Fire content in real life together. But we are not streaming together. It just didn't work out. But
no. Yeah, it's unfortunate too, because like when the whole Daron thing happened, I'm like, yeah, that's not him. Just don't worry about it, guys. My brother and a couple of our friends were there. They're like, oh, is that Daron? I'm like, don't say anything, but what a dumb little thing, but we'll get into it here.
Why'd they add that? See, I didn't even know. I don't seek out like spoilers and stuff like that. So I did not even know they were going to add this little plot point, little switcheroo, you know, woohoo! Like, I must better than actually casting who they cast as this fake Daron. That would have been way worse.
I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall when Sarah Hess comes in with that banger. She goes, I know Daron does some pretty cool shit in the war, but I got something cooler. What if we hire a trans person, pretend to be Daron for a whole episode? How about that? I've been like, dude, get this lady
a strong
promotion.
word.
Oh, yeah. Excuse me.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, but before we go any further here, there are some super chats and gifted stuff we have to get out of the way. Right?
Yeah, guys. You guys need it. It's okay, whatever. I'm trying to think if there's anything else real quick. Hey, let me know, guys, in the chat right now if one of us seems louder than the other, because we can't really test that on here. And I wonder if I'm coming off louder or not, just to make sure. I just want to get the audio level.
You don't sound louder to me, but I'm on my normal setup, and Don is traveling, so he's on a different mic. So yeah, it sounds a little bit probably worse quality, but barely, you know. Anyway, though, I like how last week, after for some reason the veil was lifted, you know, the curtain was torn, and all you guys realized how you get spots in the small council and status in our realm. That the super chats have suddenly increased. Interesting how that works. You guys
Noble
are just
Walder.
You guys want power so fucking bad. You can't wait to have status and power. Unbelievable. Noble Walder gifted 50 memberships, dude.
Yo,
Noble
dude. Walder.
Yeah, Noble Walder.
You nasty little boy. Thank you. Noble Walder.
Disgusting. I love regular Walder and Noble Walder.
Yeah.
What else we got? Okay, so hold on. I don't want to get them out of order here because I know we got a 50 as well. Yeah. Spooky. Like usual, man. Spooky Mace here, $49.99. As Lord Paramount of the Southlands, I ask Sarah Hess to be put on trial for the graping of this show. The punishment must be 10 minutes alone in a locked room with the mountain. As one of our beloved Hilters would say, treason is... Well, so that's is that even a punishment? Was she just going to get treated well?
Yeah, right. Hear about his headaches. He's like, dude, I cannot focus right now. She's like, okay, well, I'll just stay quiet. But yeah, nothing's going to happen to her. The mountain's in there. Greg the
10 minutes apiece. Well, actually, if there's any threats on the outside of the door, wherever she's in, she's safe. You know, the mountain's going to protect the shit out of her.
Unless she is somebody's champion in a trial by combat, then her head's going to be inverted.
The trial by combat's taking place in a closet.
That's what they should do. That'd be kind of cool.
Can they request that? Can you request the location of the trial by combat? Can it please be in a closet in my buddy's house?
Some of these Hilters, that's home field advantage if they go in that closet.
Oh, yeah, dude. I spent a lot of years in that closet. I'm still in there, actually.
Know some secrets in here.
Yeah. Verver, $20. This episode was brought to you by Tywin Lannister's Royal Rug Pull. Invest in green coin today. Sent via Maester's Raven. Yo. All payments processed via Crasterly Rock Holding. Revoke will not accepted. Oh, so based. The 7 protects. Yes, the 7 does protect you, dude. The 7 protecting this episode.
I will say, Sarah has, you know, like we said, yeah, she cooked with a couple characters in this. But overall, dude, this is just on par with last episode, I feel like, for most of the stuff other than those 2 banger moments, Corlys and the High Septon, right? Outside of those 2 moments, it's really just, you might have a couple, you know, bright spots in there, especially at the beginning, because I don't remember the actor's name that plays Ormond Hightower, but there's a couple nice little things in there. I'm like, oh, yeah. But overall, it's a mess, and I still hate it. And it's only focused on Rhaenyra, and this feels like it should have been a season premiere of season 3 versus episode 3 of season 3, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that is how it is, right? You know, it was unconventional, but like, what if they started this season? And even though there was a giant like year or 2 break in between, what if episode 1 of season 3, what if they just called it season 2, episode 9 or whatever? Like, is that going to offend anybody? It makes a lot of sense, I think.
Right. Don't they do that with Netflix where they'll do that big break right? But yeah, it would be weird if they're like, all right, we're going to resume, but we're going to do the last 2 episodes of last season right now.
Yeah. And then the next week starts season 3. Yeah, it would be a little bit strange. Also, one more thing, it was not nearly as significant as the High Septon or Corlys, but there was a brief mention of Dorne, like the idea of like, dude, why don't we just go get Dorne? We could do anything we want. When Daemon and Rhaenyra talk, and I was like, oh, this is exactly what we just talked about in our video. Please make it happen.
I know well, as soon as that happened, you looked over at me. You're like, Operation Glass Dorne is back on the table, baby.
Dude, it is.
We
it's
got
not
another
going to happen.
$20 one here.
Yeah, no, I'm going to read that from.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's just from Bathtub Boy. We don't need to read his right away. Rizzler, what's up, man? From the bathtub. It's all green because he doesn't take care of his copper properly. 1999. It is finally time for a dragon tier list like the Targaryen Fighters video. We need justice for Sunfire when Cuckbringer puts Cyrax way above him. See, I agree with you, but I almost think we should wait on this video until we see the extent of what the dragons do in the series, because there's so many normies that just have no idea. And it's like,
yeah. I agree with that, but I think if we do it now, we could just do another one later, right? Like, because that works. You do one
we're
video.
locked in.
Oh, that's true. As our official opinions can never waver. Other than that,
you're stuck forever. You're right.
Our opinions stay still. So yeah, maybe we'll do that, Rizzler. That's a good idea.
Our opinions hurt.
This
comment. Okay. All right. That's everybody.
We got one
else
more. Spooky.
Oh, do we? Oh yeah, just now. Spooky. Hey, thanks, Spooky. You're correct. My fault. The punishment should be 15 years as Ned Stark's ward. Yikes. So cold. Also, Master of Coin needs to get on the solution to the Iron Bankers and Westeros. Yeah, dude, 100%.
True. Well, Spooky Maze, you're on a fast track to become Master of Coin, and you can do something about it if you keep up these super chats. So have a plan, baby. Get that plan going. Oh, got another one. Noble Walder.
Walder
and
again.
Then we'll get into this episode.
Dude, I don't know who I love more, Noble Walder or regular nasty Walder. Is Unius the type of guy in the Hightower army who would be obvious on the ruse and then laugh and then slip that it's fake Daron while you guys stare? Yeah, I mean, I definitely wouldn't trust him to be the one, like the mouthpiece for the secret. Definitely. I don't think he could pull it off. But yeah, I mean, maybe not as bad as you're describing it, but I definitely wouldn't trust. He's not the best guy for the job, for sure. Also, Unius was there yesterday watching the episode with us, and he didn't know any characters.
We had to watch you guys watched episode 1 before I got there, and then we watched episode 2 in preparation for 3, and he was completely lost of what's going on. No idea who's who and what's going on. And I was like, dude, did you watch last season? Did he watch last season?
He watched like a little bit of last season, but he watched the first season like several times. So he knows these characters in their final forms. You know what I mean? He saw Jace die, and he was like, "Oh, Jace is dead. Wow!" And then in the next episode, he didn't understand, like, why is Rhaenyra like this upset about it? Because he didn't remember that they were mother and son.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I do remember that, and I was like, okay, let's just mute him and keep going. Yeah.
And then, Daemon. Hold on, I gotta say one more.
You're good.
You can count this as Unius lore if you want to. Baela and Rhaena. He didn't know either one of them were at all. But I was they're Daemon's daughters, and he's like, oh, okay, okay, Daemon's daughters. And then later on, he's like, who's that guy again? Daemon or Desmond? He didn't remember the name.
My God.
He said Desmond. And then when Daemon's on screen at episode 2, finishing off those dudes at the battle with the Lannister army, right? He said, like, dude, that guy is so fucking cool. What's his name again? So when I said they were Daemon's daughters, he did not register. Like, he saw that guy on screen. Like, oh, there's Daemon. Didn't think that at all.
Yeah, it also gets annoying whenever anybody messes up Aemon versus Daemon. There's no excuse.
Yeah, there's no excuse. But
why
he actually has face blindness, so there may be some excuse. He literally is face blind.
Yeah, it's awful. Okay, well, starting off with this episode, what do you think about the cold open? I think the only other time we've gotten cold opens, I think, is the first episode of Game of Thrones. And I know for sure when the Hound came back, they did a cold open. What are your thoughts on this? Because it was kind of weird. Like, what was the reason for the cold open? Other than it possibly being a season premiere.
That's right. That's the only excuse for it. But I wasn't thinking that at the time. So when I saw this, I was thinking like, okay, we're going to have something extremely significant happening. But then it didn't at all. Nothing significant happened. Well, I mean, I guess it's significant kind of, but nothing overly significant happened. So definitely a strange choice. I guess I was happy to kind of not have to see the intro right away because I'm just not a big fan of the intro. It's okay.
Yeah.
But the drums are a little loud.
Oh, can you turn down the drums, please?
Yehudi, my widow eels.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the intro either, just because I don't know, it's not as magnificent looking, as majestic looking as the original Game of Thrones one, which is awesome. I don't know why they got rid of it. They should just kept the same one for House of the Dragon, but whatever.
What was season once again? It was like a blood dripping down.
Well, that one was okay. I meant like
right.
just the original Game of Thrones one. Yeah, that one's kind of confusing because they're trying to like create like a family tree with the blood dripping through the like old Valyria model. Kind of represents that like that King V was working on, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah. Right.
Yeah. So Daemon arrives here, intercepts the Hightower forces, and we'll probably get a better shot of it later. But his sigil on his chest. The necks of the dragons look a little big, and when I first saw it, I was like, "This kind of looks like the Blue Eyes White Dragon Targaryen sigil." I don't know if you've ever seen that
I've seen
rendition before. That's what it kind of looks like to me, but I don't mind it. Like, it's kind of cool when you ever see like the same sigil, but it looks a little different because like how precise can someone make that same sigil over and over and over and over again on articles of clothing? So it didn't bother me, Gator. It's not getting to me. I didn't lose sleep over it. But
okay, well, that's a different story than you were saying yesterday because I couldn't hear most of the episode because you were bitching about this topic so much. But Damon, they're not doing him any favors. Like they're trying with the angles a little bit, but like this outfit, he is looking thick, dude. He's looking like he should be more like a maester or a septon.
This thing's V'ing down to his waist, and it'd be great if he had a V taper. But instead, if he has these thick sides here, it just calls them out. Just emphasizes them more.
Yeah, he's a chunk, dude. He's got the Elon Musk torso going on, and his arms are not thick at all.
He just needs to have some like arm fillers. That's all he needs to have, and then he looks fine, right? If you look like Hugh Hammer a little bit, but looking at the dragons here, Craxi, Silverwing, and Vermithor,
dude, Vermithor's huge.
I wish they were just a little more color. You can kind of see the red, the bronze, and like the blue, silver, whatever for Silverwing. But I really wish they had actual color to it and make them pop more because they just look so muted. It looks like how every superhero looked like the early 2000s. Like we can't go full colors on our costumes because people think it's weird. It's like, oh my god, stop.
Yeah, but listen, Daron's though, they do show Daron's, and it is muted, like you say. It's still kind of like a dull blue, but it's extremely blue. Like you can clearly see that this thing is blue. Like, look at that. That's very, very blue.
Yeah,
you pointed out. Even against like the cool armor or whatever. Like I don't mean cool as in awesome. It is awesome. No, it's like the cooler color, the silver. It still is stand out against that cooler color. So I don't know. I'm okay with this one. This gives me hope for Sunfire a little bit.
Yeah.
So we'll see about that though.
Yeah, we'll see coming back here. But drip analysis, you say Damon's outfit lacking, but
he's also thick. He's just a fat guy now.
Look at the necks here. They look a little thick here. Not bad. I don't hate it. It just looks different. Correct amount of legs. The tail comes down. Different look. I like it. But Ormond, dude, this
oh, man.
You know what it reminds me of too? His drip here is of Tywin Lannister's.
Right. Yeah. The big shoulders. Yes.
Yeah. Big shoulders, and also this cloth draping over, like Tywin had it. So, now if you're Ormond in the situation, you have to bend the knee to Daemon, right? You'd be like, okay, you have
you're an idiot if you don't.
Yeah, I think Ormond plays this perfectly, and we'll go later into the plan, like talk about it as it kind of unfolds in King's Landing. But having a ready decoy version of Daron is a great move. But when do you think he actually created this decoy for potentially this thing? Is it after they heard King's Landing fell? Like, quick, grab that guy. Keep your mouth fucking shut, otherwise you kill your mom. Dye his hair.
Yeah, I don't know.
Send him out. I'm wondering the logistics behind this.
How much of a long game is it? It's questionable. Also, too, like the fact that when they, this kid is like bleached blonde hair, right? But and it's possible. It's all but confirmed, right? But it's still not confirmed. We maybe have not seen Daron yet. It's possible we have not seen Daron. And if Daron, probably, right? But if Daron is that other kid who does not have bleached blonde hair, it's a very strange move to make the hair bleached blonde. It's like, why not make this kid look as close to the real one as possible? Like, I get it, but why you do it this way? But it's putting so much stock in the fact that, like, these guys do not know what Daron looks like. You know what I mean? Like, what if they did? What if they vaguely knew Daron's hair color?
Why don't we just roll out some amputee, toothless, homeless person and be like, this is Daron. You've never seen him before. Like, okay, well,
yeah, good point.
Checks out. I've never seen him.
It's like, I don't think this is Daron, but I can't say anything against it. So it is what it is.
A point I heard brought up, which is a great, like, hey, this could have foiled this whole plan, which is not in the books. This is Sarah has made, so inherently it's flawless. Why, when Daron grabs, or excuse me, when Damon grabs Daron, why didn't he just say, "Hey, get on your dragon. We're gonna escort you there, and we'll bring your dragon to the dragon pit. That way we have control of it." Because then the decoy, we don't get a name for this person, but the fake Daron, the Pharaon, he would get on the dragon, and then we'd have some issue probably there, and be like, "What the heck is going on here?" Right?
But
And
what the fuck happened to the dragon?
It stayed there with.
Why would they let that happen?
I know. Isn't that stupid? Like, what's going on here? This is a very low IQ move from Damon, but also Orman thinking, or I'd say Orman. Yeah, Orman. Yeah, for some reason
It's Orman.
I said it wrong. Orman thinking, oh yeah, he's definitely not going to want this dragon. We're just going to hold it here with the real Daron. It's kind of a weird. How did we come to this situation and thinking this was going to actually work out? Yeah, I don't know. This is really dumb.
The dragon, in my mind, the dragon is just as significant as Daron, maybe even more, because the dragon's like a threat, right?
Yeah,
you want to have a monopoly on the dragons, or at least know where they all are, lock them up. Not that someone else could easily go and claim it, but it's like the stuff that's supposed to be impossible. We've seen it twice now. We've seen Adam claim, Laenor's gay dragon, and we've seen Rhaena now claim the degen ghetto dragon, right? We've seen that, the sheep stealer. So I don't understand why this would not be a priority. Plus, too, maybe I'm just not understanding the dragon lore correctly, or like wrong inferences. But if like the dragon owner is like escorted away, who's like commanding their dragon now to like, okay, I'll just go follow this army, I guess.
Nobody.
Like, why? Yeah, no, exactly. So is it just instinct? Is that normal? It must be normal because Damon doesn't question it.
But it makes less sense knowing that Damon wants to kill Daron, right? As soon as they get to King's Landing, he's like, dude, you got to kill Daron. Kill Daron, kill Daron. And as soon as you kill Daron, the dragon now doesn't have a rider and can be claimed by another rider, right? But if you kept him alive, there can't be two riders to the dragon, right? In the lore. There's never been,
I guess, right.
I believe, correct me in the chat. I don't think there's ever been two people that ride the dragon that claim it and still be alive. They have them throughout the years, right? As they die later on, whatever. But
what about Laenor?
Oh, that's true. See that? Okay, great point. That means Laenor's dead. He died.
You'd think so, but it's just, it's just that's an example of why the writing in this show is so bad and inconsistent. It's like they didn't have to create these problems, but now we're led to think. And I know a lot of people see this kind of stuff like, oh, that's kind of cool because it brings into question all this stuff. But it's like, no, a lot of this stuff really wasn't like the whether or not Targaryens have a magical connection to the dragons. That is a little bit more up in the air. But the Dragon Rider thing, I feel like it's pretty damn well established. We've never even heard of an example where it would happen that somebody claims the dragon of somebody that's alive. Never heard of it.
Yeah.
Well,
what would you think of this situation if Ormond, right, in the same situation, if Ned Stark was there instead? How do you think this interaction would have changed?
If Ned Stark was there instead of Ormond or instead of Daemon?
Right. Yeah. No, instead of Ormond, it was Ned Stark. So he's like, hey, Ned Stark, you must yield and
what do you think?
Bend the knee and also hand me over Daron.
Yeah, what do you think? They're all dead. They're all dead on the spot. Like every single one of them is torched.
Well, either they're all dead or he bends the knee and actually gives them the right Daron, right? So either one.
I don't even. Yeah, I mean, sure, I guess. I don't even think that would happen. He's too honorable in this. He's loyal because Ormond kind of made himself an oath breaker here in a way, like he's lying and tricking or whatever.
His fingers, dude. Didn't you see?
Yeah, right. He crossed his fingers. I was looking. I saw it, but what are you going to zoom in on his fingers?
Yeah, let's see if he's
You think he is? Is it in canon, the Song of Ice and Fire world?
Yeah, if
they cross their fingers. It negates oath breaking.
It doesn't matter. He did it.
Yeah, I don't deny that at all. I think
also
too.
Who the fuck cares if you oath breaked against the enemy? It's like, okay, cool. We'll see you next time.
Yeah,
I guess.
Ned Stark cares about that, dude. He's a retard. He cares. He cares.
Yeah. What do you think of seeing Vigilance, a better angle of the sword? I'm trying to see
it's cool.
Okay, let me pull it down.
I like the hilt.
Let me get the right angle of it here.
I like the hilt. It's very simple. I think it's a little bit. Well, it's a lot better than the ones they had in Game of Thrones, where it's like way too ornate or whatever. I like this a lot. I think it's a cool.
Here's a shot right here of it. The pommel, a little big. The cross guards, they have more ornaments, or it's ornate, more ornate than what we get with like ice. And dude, my brother was just talking to me. Of course, he's talking about Sir Arthur Dane, but he's talking about Dawn, the sword.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, it sucks. It's so bad.
That's horrible. Game of Thrones.
It's literally the worst looking sword of all time.
Yeah, but in general, though, this thing, like the crossguard might be a little ornamental, but the actual handle, I don't remember it being very ornate. It
definitely looks like ivory here a little bit. So
yeah, but cool. Dude, but it looks simple. It doesn't look like it has. Think about Jamie's and Brienne's and stuff like that. That was so terrible.
It was over the
looks
top.
Better.
Yeah,
this looks cool. This looks clean. Looks high class. I like it.
And then you see Orphan Maker. I assume that's it, right behind him. Right, his Valyrian steel sword.
That big boy.
And then last thing about this scene, and then we'll get this $20 super chat that I think R. Ortiz sent. Do you think Damon here should have checked the privates or see if the carpet matches the drapes before he took in?
A full exam. I mean, you don't
like a little blood and cheese.
Yeah, at least. I mean, you want to check the crotch, you want to check the anus, you want to check the tonsils, you want to check any inflammation, really. I don't know why you wouldn't. I would. You don't want to bring a diseased person back into King's Landing, and while you're there, you're doing a little identity check too. I don't know.
Yeah, you're related anyway, so who cares if you go down there, right?
Yeah,
guys?
Doesn't
Am I
matter,
right, guys, fellas? Oh, actually, last thing I want to say about this is, did you like Damon's? Would you like to be Lord of Herod or of Lord of Old Town, Ulf?
Yeah,
and
just playing with him.
I'm glad he didn't respond, right? Because I've been dumb, like, yeah, of course I want to be a Lord of Old Town. I'm glad he didn't say anything, but it just reminded me of season 8 level bullshit with Bronn being Lord of the Reach.
Oh yeah,
it's like holy shit.
What in the hell is that? I know. It's just that. Well, that's just a result of it. In the Song of Ice and Fire, like the books. If that was going to happen, it would be like a new character we barely know about, or like a no-name character that has high status in the background. But no, in the TV show, it's got to be this. Like, this is a Bronn bitch, but it's like Bronn, this guy. Don't remember him? You know him. He's been here the whole time. Well, guess what? He's about to be way more important. It's just not cool. Raul Ortiz, 1999. Ormond Hightower single-handedly carrying the greens in the field and with drip. 100% has to be Tywin's great-great-grandpa. Westeros has Just for Men Platinum Blonde now. Rhaenyra could have avoided this whole war. Yeah, a lot of thoughts there. Correct, and correct, of course. We appreciate the super chat, though, by the way.
Okay.
Also, wait, there's great-great-grandpa. Way more greats than that, but you're right.
You think so? Great.
So.
Yeah, maybe a couple more. Yeah, probably a couple more. All right, so didn't get the intro out there, but yeah, it was a cold open. So we get Rhaenyra in old King Viserys' room. I guess this is the whoever's ruler, so it was Aegon's room previously, but now it's Rhaenyra's, and she's having old memories of King V, and like, I used to come in here and give him what's called, sing him a song or whatever, learn a tune, and it's like, oh yeah, it's cool, whatever, but we got better shit to do than you playing little catch up and reminiscing over the good old days.
Yeah,
with,
no one gives a shit.
They're on here, so. But yeah, I think this whole episode, it felt like Rhaenyra just got a huge reality check of like what actually is required to be a ruler, and her not being able to delegate this stuff down properly is causing an overwhelming stress at the top of this chain. And you see it beginning right here where Daemon's like, yeah, I wanted to kill the Hightowers and Daeron. We would have just cut off all these loose ends, but instead you just keep them out there. And by the end of this episode, we'll see what happens as a result of her allowing this to happen. So again, her bad decision-making at that moment causes a future headache, but she can't even deal with the headaches to begin with. But yeah, she's planning, I guess, right in this scene here too, she's planning her celebration. I still feel like she should be planning on winning the war and making sure every faction out there bends the knee to her. It's like, I know you want to look like legit, but come on, guys.
Yeah, this is like the kind of thing where I'm almost getting pilled on the show a little bit, because it almost feels like they're legitimately trying to shift directions of like the narrative, the underlying narrative. There's one line in here that says the opposite, when it's like, I'm trying to think of the problems that all these men do, or whatever it was. Was it a Massaria line? I barely even remember now. But
I think it was, well, she says that, but Allison says like, I keep getting blamed for the actions of all these.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. So there's that underlying like misogynist, like sort of, whatever narrative they want to go, that meta thing. But I just have a hard time believing that at this point that really is what they're going for, when they're legitimately showing how bad Rhaenyra and Alicent are at these things. You know what I mean? Like, right. I guess maybe you could kind of, It's like in real life. Yeah, you've heard people talk shit on like female rulers because like in medieval Europe or like historic Europe, like women are however long like 5 times more likely to start a war than male rulers, right? You've heard that before, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Or no. Yeah. Okay. Right. So like the implication, if you hear that, is like, oh, women must be that much more violent and aggressive or whatever. But it's like, no. In reality, they're just that much more easy to manipulate. You know what I mean? So you have like these powerful, like they are men, I guess, that have their agendas and they want to accumulate power or secure their family's heritage or whatever in all these different areas. They can easily sway the female leaders who are weak inherently into war. And I think they're actually kind of showing that really well. You know what I mean?
Right.
I know the narrative seems to be the opposite of that. And so maybe it's like an ironic thing somehow. I don't know. You know what am I like articulating this correctly?
Yeah,
I'm almost getting pilled on the show. I feel like they're being good in a way.
It's funny because what they want us to believe is not what I think me or you are taking away from it. But I look at it and I'm like, okay, they're showing that when women are in power and they are the absolute monarchs, they are the end all be all on decision making, they screw up just as much, if not worse, than the men they claim to be better than. And if Tywin was here, imagine Tywin is hand right now.
Holy shit.
No half measures. He's like, dude.
No half men.
No half men. No half men. He would be crushing this shit right now, and he'd be finding a way to get this gold. And we'll get into it more as she goes in the Black Council here. But yeah, she finally meets Daron here, and like, oh, hello, we never really met. I'm your older half sister. We both had the same daddy. We came from the same dick. I think she says that in here somewhere.
Yeah, it's dick and balls.
Yeah, like I confined him to some chambers while he doesn't want to speak at all about anything. And she gets to the Black Council, and look, this black on black crime happening right here in front of us. Orwell and Corliss going back and forth. And dude, this is a Seinfeld scene as we
yes. Oh yeah, I'll be making it into one for sure.
Because they're like, where's all the gold? And he's like, oh, Tywin Lannister with the master stroke, as we've already talked about before, moving the gold. I think he does it to Old Town, the Rock, Crasterly Rock, and the Iron Bank, right? He sends them all 3 there and just like basically leaves King's Landing empty in case of a situation like this. So Tywin, the goat, he's not dead, guys. Please keep praying for Tywin. And they're like, well, where could it be? Who would know where it's at? He's like, well, if Tywin told anybody, it would be Lord Jasper.
It's like, well, it has to be somebody else. Well, Lord Otto Hightower. It's like, oh, everybody's awkward in the room. Dude, yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect. Yeah, it's really good. That's going to be a Seinfeld clip. Masari has so much confidence. She is kind of the one that makes me somewhat doubt the whole thing I was saying earlier about it. We're not getting what the show intends, but they're doing it so aggressively. I almost feel like their intent is shifting, and maybe it's just to appease audiences. But hey, that's fine. If that's how it's going to be, that's totally fine. It's also not too late to make Rhaenyra fat. It's getting to that point, but it's not too late. I just think Visaria is like maybe the main hiccup now in that, you know what I mean? In making things a little bit more palatable for people like us. You know what I'm saying? Rizzler, your audio cuts at parts. Is that you two kissing quickly? Really? Is it cutting? Because I can hear Don perfectly. Is it mine or Don's?
Yeah, I don't know who's cutting. Let us know. Thank you, Rizzler, for cutting through the noise by sending a $20 super chat. Yeah, let me know if I'm cutting out, Gator's cutting out. We'll try.
Don boy, have I been cutting out for you?
No,
or no.
Sound fine to me.
So. Okay, yeah, you sound fine to me too. It's been completely flawless.
Hey, can I say something real quick? You sound great tonight. You're doing so good. I'm so proud of you.
We talked last night about how we're going to try to tone that down, like all the telling each other how much we appreciate each other. We're going to say tomorrow on the stream, we're not going to do any of that. Okay, it's unprofessional. But we can't help it because we just love each other so much.
Oh, dude. Hey, guys, remind me, you got a lore update on Gator. Maybe no Unius lore, but we got Gator lore updates.
Really? What is it?
Yeah. You'll know. You'll see.
Right.
When we see this day, you go, yeah. Okay, whatever.
Okay.
Okay, but thank you, Rizzler. I don't see anybody saying. It says audio sounds fine to me. So, Rizzler, rest in piss. You're getting ejected from the stream.
Yep. Idiot. See you, Rizzler.
Yeah. Rhaenyra asks Corliss a question here, and for whatever reason, the white worm slithers her way into that conversation. It's like, bitch, shut the fuck up. We're not talking to you. Stop. Get the hell out of here. Yeah.
Yeah, she's gross. And why is she culturally appropriating? Like, look how Asian she looks right now, but she's not Asian.
She does.
Right?
Yeah. No, I don't think she's Asian. I don't know what she is. Can we get
she's a geisha. Unironically, she is a geisha. Like, she's a fucking side piece, constantly to everybody. I was thinking about that when in like the small council meeting here when Rhaenyra and Massaria and Damon were talking, like they are all like Eskimo siblings. You know that each one of them has fucked or at least been involved with each other. Like all three of them. That's crazy.
Kind of
Noble
like our
Walder,
our all male friend group.
That's
all
right.
Eskimo brothers of one another.
That's right. Noble Walder, $20. You're not denying the kissing. Yeah, dude. We just said we're all Eskimo brothers, and I just kissed Don's dad in the lips like 2 days ago. So
that was part of the lore update. I was going to.
Oh,
say.
was it?
My dad tries to play chicken with Gator, and I don't know who loses that situation. I think my dad wins. Honestly,
well, listen, he's a boomer, so a boomer willing to kiss, like a zillennial on the mouth. I think he wins. As two straight men, he wins.
He always is. He cannot stop winning. So yeah, this scene continues. Everyone's kind of butting in, getting their 2 cents in. But what do you think of this council right now? And also knowing that when Corliss brings up, hey, should we bring over the Black Council over here because they're over at Dragonstone? Rhaenyra's like, no, they didn't want to help. They're useless. What the fuck are you talking about? You need these people to do something. If anything, you can just give them bitch tasks like figuring out the tallow for the candles. Wasn't that a conversation?
The candles.
That's like, hey, listen, Lord Celtigar, I know you're great, but can you figure this thing out for me? That'd be great. And let them earn back your trust. Instead, you just hand wave all these people away, and now you're just taking on the entire weight. So, what do you think of her dismissing the council here?
Oh, first of all, I still have a conspiracy. I think the Celtigars are really running the show everywhere. I think they're behind the scenes, but even Bravos, I think they're in charge of Bravos. But yeah, dude, really stupid decision. You think about like King V, like this dude is known as kind of a shitty king, right? He's known as kind of hands off, like, oh, well, just do whatever you want. Let's just have banquets and party all the time and fuck around, you know. But think about what he did actually, though. He still had a pretty decent group of guys he was able to delegate tasks to. Also dudes he could hang out with, you know, bullshit with a little bit. You want to have a good environment. And they were running the realm pretty well. I mean, it really wasn't in that big of disarray. Like Corliss and the Triarchy were like the biggest pain in the ass, you know? And that's not even really that's not really King V's fault. That's like the Sea Snake going over to Essos and beyond ET, making enemies and then bringing it back home. You know, that's not even really King V's fault. Maybe the way he handled it wasn't great. But anyway, you don't understand my point. It's just these other kings, they can't rule everything by themselves. And I don't even know if Rhaenyra thinks that she can or if she's just refusing to take action here. Very strange. Anybody, like a warm body in the seat is better than nobody in the seat.
True. Like our boy, Lyman Beesbury. He was a great warm body.
Yeah, right.
Until he wasn't, I guess.
Until he wasn't. Yeah.
Until he wasn't. Yeah, so the Black Council is a complete mess. You need some people there to just delegate with some dumb administrative tasks. Instead, you're just overwhelming these, you know, what are 5 individuals with all this, you know, with very limited bandwidth probably on their table here. So yeah, they keep talking about some other, I forgot what all the bullshit is, but
see how Corliss was hype mogging dude Orwell too.
Oh, let's see here.
Did you see that? Like it's black on black, but that's almost like
I know, dude.
That's almost like a Samuel L. Jackson, Kevin Hart kind of dynamic there, you know, like older looking, taller.
Yes. Samuel Jackson with just Kevin Hart. That's
yeah, just it's almost that kind of dynamic.
I was thinking Orwell is kind of like Abomination AJ. That's what I was thinking of, the hype stuff.
Well, I look at any of the black guys in the show, and I think they're all kind of Abomination AJ.
She then leaves, and right as she's leaving, she tripped. We can't really see it here, but she trips over a rat, and it's like, guys, there's rats in King's Landing. It's almost like The Departed. Like, oh, be careful. It's like a little symbol. It's a little sign that there's rats. I hate it.
Hold on. We have a $20 super chat from Jasper Lane Wild.
Here we go. I thought we took off your head last episode.
Yeah, we were supposed to. Hey, nice work with Allison, by the way. You couldn't overpower a like middle-aged woman who's had 3 kids and does absolutely no strength training at all.
Gilf.
Real nice. Yeah, Jasper Lane Wild. I mean, listen, yeah, she is hot. So how is the first episode of season 3?
Yeah, this is the first episode of season 3, basically.
It is.
Yeah.
Fact check. Not bad, honestly. I don't think it's that bad. Like I said this earlier, I'm getting kind of pilled on this.
I'm getting pilled on it just slightly, but it's not the way they want us to view the season, right? Like
maybe
I'm looking at, I don't know. I definitely believe that they want us to sympathize with Rhaenyra and understand her struggle. And if anything, I'm just laughing as she hits every branch on the way down. And I'm rubbing my hands together like an iron banker, loving it, you know?
Yeah, so, right. Squinting, showing your upper teeth.
But yeah, Jasper Lane Wild. Thank you.
Yeah, Jasper Lane Wild.
Yeah. Yeah, you died last season, unfortunately. So rest in peace, my guy.
Rest in peace, rest in piss. Thank you for the super chat, though. Appreciate that. We'll always take super chats from degenerates.
But like you're saying, as we're getting kind of pilled on it, and it's mostly just the Rhaenyra as she's devolving into madness, right? As much as I love that, like we just talked about at the beginning of the episode, the Ormond-Daemon interaction on both ends makes no sense. Like logistically, like how that even came to be, why they're doing this. For then what at the end of the episode for this to be a reveal that we should have gone after, we should have trusted the High Towers. Oh, it's like it's such a fake tension there. The only thing that I like that they're kind of bringing up here is the Corlys thing, and even the Corlys thing that should have been spread out, or at least started maybe episode, like if this was the beginning of the episode of the series, this should have been like an episode 1 thing, the beginning, and then it gets down to like episode 3 or 4 when you see this blow up from Corlys. But all in one episode, that's like 0 to 60 so quickly for this.
Yeah,
guy,
right. That little dinner, could be here where she's just like that really oddly personal dinner between, it's like her, what do you want to say, like her diversity outreach, like inner city school program where it's like, okay, I'll have dinner with a few of these kids. And just her Corlys, her Corlys, Adam and Alan, and for some reason, like it's brought up. That's fine, I guess. Whatever. The dinner's kind of weird, but it makes sense for that to be brought up. Wait a few episodes to pay it off. Right. That's all we're asking for.
Right. We'll get more into it as that scene comes up here. But she's getting overwhelmed by requests from everyone asking, like, please, can you do this for me? For me, please, help. And then eventually they have to stop. But she goes up to Alicent and she's like, where's the gold, Alicent? Is it in your ass? Do I have to come and grab it? Where is it? And this is the scene where she goes, when will you stop blaming me for what men have done, or whatever she says there, right? And it's so pathetic. I hate this. And I have to just accept this version of Alicent for the series. But every time I see Alicent acting a certain way, I just get mad because, like, dude, if you gave us the book version of Alicent, I don't care if you think it's like a carbon copy of Cersei in the original Game of Thrones. She's not. She's more of a pious woman than that. Cersei's not pious whatsoever. So yeah, you could have given us a great version of this character, but instead you want to give us this. So this version of Alicent, we also get this weird interaction between Rhaenyra and Helena. It's like when you killed, because she's like,
I know she points it out. Yeah, she rubs it in her fucking face.
Did it feel better?
Oh, that I thought you were gonna say it's just it's just like it's like God, what did she say?
She's like
we'll get to killing Aegon, just like your mother promised me. We would kill Aegon when we arrived here. Helene's like, huh?
Yeah, yep, I remember that. Well, there's that, and then also when she said she killed somebody. I don't know if it was when she killed Jasper Lane Wild or Otto.
Yeah, why would they care about that though?
Well, Helena's like, did it feel good to do that? And it almost sounds like a sincere question. That's such an autistic question. Like, did it feel good? Or like, if someone died in your family, like, did you feel bad? How bad did it feel? It's like,
I think that might have been a sincere thing. I think they're talking about I think it's like the blood and cheese thing, right? Because her son got killed by blood. She's probably like, oh, did it feel good to get that revenge? Or maybe it's a pointed thing too, because I guess they did get revenge on blood and cheese, and it didn't make her feel any better. So I don't know, whatever. See, that's what I mean. But they're kind of shitting on Rhaenyra here a little bit. That's a good thing.
Yeah, this is the one where she's arguing, with Rhaenyra. Rhaenyra's arguing with Alicent about Aegon, right? And at some point, Rhaenyra's like, "You still argue for his life," because she's like, because Alicent's like, "No, just if Aegon pops back up, just say he's an imposter. He's not the real guy. Look at him. He's a freak. His skin looks like grilled cheese." He probably doesn't have a penis. You're like, oh, damn, he doesn't have a penis. How'd you know that? But, you could just claim that he's dead and no one would be able to resist your claim. And that's a good point. And Rhaenyra's response to that is like, you still argue for his life. You still just want him alive. And Alicent with the one-liner, this is a banger here, is like, you killed my father.
Yeah, kind of hard to argue. That's just a fact.
And just remind your guys' self, not just Nader, because I know just remind yourself here that if you are, what did I say, name her? What did I say?
Name her? I don't know. Did you say Ader?
Yeah. With the situation here.
Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
I remember Android 8.
No, dude. Oh, dude, Android 8. I just think about Android 16. You say Android anything. But if you have a situation where your son just died and your father just died, right? why are you two acting in such a normal, cordial way? That's so ridiculous. You know, like, why are you guys still like on speaking terms? Shouldn't they just be like a huge, like, I fucking hate this person. I fucking hate you. I fucking hate this. Like, they're still like able to talk. And later on in this episode, just a reminder, guys, just remind yourself that why are we still talking? We hate each other. We should not like each other, but they still do. So.
Yeah, well, if maybe you could make that point if they didn't go on little meet and greets, you know, back and forth last season, which is just still the most ridiculous thing. We don't need to dwell on it, but that alone, it makes it really difficult to make them have this hated relationship now, because even like the killing your dad thing, it's like Allison's handling it like a champ, but she kind of has to, because like, yeah, Rhaenyra came over here. Otto is, no one denies, Otto is the person responsible for like the quote unquote mutiny or whatever. And Allison felt that last season too. Otto's the one that really forced her out of the situation and the planning and the, you know, the conspiracy. So what right does she even have? Like her saying that, like, you killed my father. That's almost like she knows that she's even not right for making that case. You know what I mean? But it's still effective. It still hits hard. I mean, it is her dad, but I don't know. Rhaenyra shouldn't even give a fuck about that. It's just be like, what are you talking about? Are you an idiot? Both these guys are idiots here. Hey, did you skip over the part, or did it not happen yet, when Rhaenyra is flustered and getting all these requests from people, and Hugh meets her in the stairs?
No, we haven't gotten there yet. We haven't.
Okay, yeah, because that was weird as shit, dude.
Yeah, this whole interaction. Yeah, there's Helena.
Oh, there she is, Thickums, Helena.
Oh, dude. Also, I really wish they didn't make Helena such an autistic girl, because she could have been a good female character. They could have fleshed out in King's Landing how she actually feels. Instead, they just sideline her with just narrow divergency mixed with dragon dreams, and it just becomes this shell of a character, just such a useless person in all of this. And it's funny because they say like, yeah, well, listen, we listened to everything you said, Rhaenyra. We did as you told us to do. Aegon left. He escaped. So, you know, Gator, what do we do here? Like, what do these girls do? Like, I guess they're just victims of all this, but still, I hate that they're even talking cordially, you know? So
yeah, no, I know. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. They shouldn't be this. I mean, maybe it's hard to say if it's more realistic or not with the characters that they've built, but either way, it's not right. Real quick, Noble Walder, another 10 memberships. That makes 30. Dude, you're rising up in like the gifted memberships. I want to say, you know, a long time ago, what was Jamie's all-time gifted membership total?
Oh, he had a, yeah,
didn't he give just like 100 memberships or something one time? It was something crazy. Not saying you need to do that, Noble Walder, but yeah, thank you, dude. We appreciate it. That's 30 total today. That's the second most for sure, if not. You know, if not the most. So yes, thank you, dude.
Yeah, I don't know where the regulars are, because I was about to pimp out Space Pope's Discord link, because I've talked to Noble Walder on Discord before. So yeah, and he's got some good ideas. I think he's gonna start running the channel from now on.
Hey, by the way, like the stream. Like the damn stream. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me with this?
Come on, what the frickin' heck is going on?
I'm ending the stream if everybody doesn't like it in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We have almost 300 people watching.
I know.
Can everyone please just sneak your finger on top of it? You don't have to tell anybody, but just hit it, please.
Put your hands up. Donate your energy to us, please. Give us some energy. Lend us your energy.
The spirit stream. Dude, too many Dragon Ball Z references in this.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think about seeing Jace down this hallway as she's talking with the White Worm? Because these two are up to no good constantly, but she sees Jace. What do you think of this?
I don't know, dude. It would be so weird. I mean, I could imagine your mind playing tricks on you. She handled it kind of well, because, like, imagine if they had played this where Jace is in the hall and they had Rhaenyra say, "Jace, it's me, your mother." It's like, lips. Dude. Well, dude, it's hard not to kiss him on the lips. They're always pucked out like 2 feet ahead of his body. You know, he looks your way, you're gonna get a kiss, kind of like your dad. But yeah, imagine if they had handled it like that. Way worse. At least this, she just kind of looks. It's like, no way. No way. I don't know. I thought it was a little bit well executed.
Has this happened to you before? Like you see someone, you're like, well, it's funny. I've taken a ton of photos of people that look like your brother, and always put
true.
Your brother's name ? And send it to you. I'm like, is that him?
Yeah, but that's easy though. There's like there's a couple traits that like make it so iconic. Yeah, you know?
It is.
It's kind of low hanging fruit.
Yeah. But almost in the same way, when my grandma died, and she had a very like classic looking grandma look, like the white hair and it's curly, and she's like kind of hunched over just a little bit. Every old person I saw, like from the back, looked like her and I was like, oh my god, I see her everywhere now. Don't tell me why I was so familiar with my grandma's back that I could identify her in public so easily.
That story is the weirdest because all of your grandmas are still alive. So
that's true. That's true.
That's what makes that story strange.
Yeah. So no, but this kind of reminds me of this. Also, I like that we see this part of her going insane or at least breaking, like showing us like what she's kind of seeing here, like being reminded that her son's dead or whatever, or being reminded of her son kind of longing for that versus her just getting those weird was it like the vignette? What do you call that with the
vignette or vignette? Yeah. I don't know how you pronounce it, but yeah,
with the camera lens. We'll see it later on, but it's like, do you see that she's going insane based off this weird focus? Even though they've done that in I think in episode 1 and 2 of this season. I don't know. I'd rather see stuff like this. That's all I'm trying to say. Can I say that? Is that okay?
No. What? No,
right.
You cannot say that. You know what? Real quick, before we move on, because last time we got so crunched for super chats at the end of the stream, I'm going to read some of these super chats now, like halfway through the stream, so that
we're about to go through a banger scene here. So
yep, I know. Yep, we got. Oh, dude, this is the best scene in the show. Yes, just
here we go,
this man. Right. Saucy Krabu. High Septon, fave character ever, surpassing Craster. Dude, honestly, I don't want to say that about Craster, but this guy is so big. How could you write this scene as Sarah Hess or even anybody that runs the show? You can't write this scene in the way that they wrote it and not be like speaking through this man a little bit, you know?
Do you think somehow Sarah Hess is trying to make this guy look bad, but she's so bad at writing, she makes him look base and awesome?
I don't think so. I think maybe you could say that, but when Corliss executes his thing later on too, I don't think so. There's no like anti-sympathy for Corliss there. You know what I mean? He's like reacting. He's right, dude. We'll talk about it again. Yeah, we'll talk when we get there.
Yeah, right.
But no, I think Sarah Hess, I don't know if she took like a red pill or maybe she got like an assertive boyfriend or something like that. But Godhand 42, rest in piss or peace, Simon. I like Simon Strong. Rest in peace, Simon Strong. Fuck, marry, kill him, Mace the Ace, and Wyman Manderley. Oh, the big boys.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Big boy FMK.
Triple X FMK. Mace the Ace, Wyman, and Simon Strong. If I had to fuck, marry, kill those three, right? Ooh, dude. I killed Wyman. He's too powerful. And he's a little stinker. He's up to no good. Mace the Ace, dude. I'm marrying Mace the Ace. I get to be I'd marry him, so I'd be Lady of the Reach.
Yeah.
And then Simon Strong, of course, dude. He has such a hunger for men. I'm just gonna fuck.
Those virile young men, dude. You're gonna be one of those virile young men.
Let me come over and touch you, Eamon. Even though you killed everyone here, I think I can persuade you with my fingers.
Yes, dude. What's the cure to ED in Westeros? It's Simon Strong, his little slipperies he's putting up there. You know,
yeah.
Let those hands do their work. You know, they're actually great. They're really beautiful hands. Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way. What's it called? Harrenhal is, I think, the most underutilized place in the realm. I know it has this whole cursed lore behind it, which is bullshit. But dude, I love Harrenhal. I would almost marry Simon Strong over Mace the Ace if I had the resources to like build up Harrenhal. But I don't have those resources. I'm just a little side piece bitch. I'm gonna be taking it every single day, and I'd rather take it from Mace the Ace every day because at least I get to live in comfort, unlike the cold halls of Harrenhal. So I agree with you.
Okay.
Late Hilter Frey over here. Okay, enough. We were on time today, okay? If you count our long intro.
Do 2 more, and then we'll get back to this. And we'll try to maybe not completely cover this thing really quickly, but I want to get through the episode, and then we can just...
Yep, absolutely.
Bullshit here later.
Rizzler. Ormond sniffing his fumes and being a Chad. Yes, dude, he is. Yeah. And then last one of the session here. Air Jesse, the true Air Jesse, member chat.
No.
You're a rebel, dude. Who do you think will win Westeros World Cup 282 AC? Dude, what the I don't fucking know, dude.
It's 282 AC. Is that Robert's Rebellion? Is that when that happened?
I don't remember when Robert's
Rebellion happened. Let me look up 282 AC Westeros. What's happening in 282? I mean, I think the Stormlands take it, honestly. If you get
is it Robert's Rebellion?
Let's see.
Or just in general.
Yeah, Robert's Rebellion, I think here. Yeah.
Listen, Bobby B wins. Also, Boris Baratheon. Lore-wise, dude, Boris Baratheon fucking kills, dude. Who's alive? Topic for another day, but think about this, Domboy. Maybe we'll talk after the stream. Who do you think is alive right now that could compete with Boris Baratheon, knowing what we know?
In Game of Thrones, you're saying?
And who's alive right now, like in this in the Dance of Dragons, like in 1v1 combat.
Well, based on the way they're showing it, if we're just talking about House of the Dragon, it probably would be Aemond and Daemon, but
I don't know.
Both of them are not that great.
Yeah, I don't think either one of them could do what they
Christian
could.
Cole probably is number one.
True. Yeah, true. I forgot about Christian Cole. All right,
and
anyway.
maybe the Kingsguard, some of the other ones, but Christian Cole, he's a go. Okay, so we finally get the High Septon interaction here, and Rhaenyra's like, "Oh, I can't do the whole like procession, but I would like to just be at least anointed by you, right? Or given the blessing from the faith." And he's like, "What the fuck? I just anointed Aegon. Like, I can't anoint you. I can't just throw these out willy-nilly," which makes complete sense from his point of view.
Sense.
I can't just say whoever sits on the Iron Throne is now the king. Like, okay, where is he? Is he dead now? And they're like, well, we don't have a body. Has he been treated? Like, but because if there was a body and we could like hardly identify it, his other thing he says is, what if there was an error? That would call into question everything. And then there goes his entire like legitimacy for his religion right there, right? His power. So, I mean, this is ridiculous from Rhaenyra trying to request this from this guy.
It's a ridiculous request, and his response is completely reasonable, but she persists and persists and persists, and he just gives. He starts unloading, and it's not angry. He doesn't lose his temper, but he spits the most truth. She tries to talk all high on herself, like she deserves something as like a dragon-wielding, Valyrian, Targaryen ancestry person. And he's like, dude, don't you come over here and try to lay your nuts out when the biggest nuts in the history of, Planetos are currently around, and just dragging across the continent constantly, holding this cultural fabric together. That would be the faith, dude. The faith is the thing that holds everything together. It has the most influence everywhere, not necessarily, like the tentacle influence, just in general influence. Like it's the baseline layer of the culture that exists here outside of the North, of course, because the North is the worst. And I love the line about the dragons. I love that he shit on the dragons. This was so awesome, dude. He's like, these beasts are forged from impure magic, dark forces, and they are
lust and
like whatever, all these power. It's greed. It's like, oh fuck, that's cool. I don't know if there's any actual implications made from that, but I know it's like old theories and maybe throwaway comments that maybe do reference the dragons not being a natural animal, on Planetos. Right. So it's like, dude, if he knows something, so I trust. I probably trust this guy more than anybody else in the realm. His words. So I mean, especially when he's already affirming what I believe. Sign me up, dude. I was rock hard during this scene.
I love that his little rant, like you were saying, like he calls them out. It's like they destroy, they do not create, which is completely true. Like when you look at all of these other religions too within Westeros, what do? Like what is like great society they've built, kept together? The faith is the number one. Like it's without a doubt that's the number one like great thing about it. And I love that he says, "Don't make an enemy of the faith." Which is true. You should not be doing this as Rhaenyra. You should not be trying to push this. And if anything, again, like this goes to my earlier point, Rhaenyra should be trying to close out this entire war and make no questions about who is actually legit ruler of the Seven Kingdoms. But instead, she's just like, well, I know Aegon was able to do all these things, so I also want to do them. Get all the signs of legitimacy. Please, 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 please. And the guy's like, come on. Are you insane? Do you know how stupid this would be if this blows up in my face? Like, shut up. Yep. This is stupid. Yeah, I love this. This is when this happened, I was like, holy shit, it did move for me. Like,
it did. It did. It's hard. I don't know if I can, maybe I'm just exaggerating because it's so fresh in my mind. I'm going to watch this again tonight because my wife didn't watch it yet, so we're going to watch it. And this might be my second favorite episode of the show so far. And like content-wise, like dialogue implication for like my own little self-pleasure,
Yeah.
It might be number one just because of these little moments. Like 2 minutes of screen time has earned that spot potentially for me. It's just so good. It's so good. No one has articulated like this. Even in Game of Thrones, like in the golden age of Game of Thrones, no one articulated what he articulated here. And it's just so true.
I think if I could rewrite this scene, if I am so bold to try to edit anything Sarah Hess has written, I would try to make it more subtle what he's trying to say to her. And you kind of have one of those great Tywin Olenna
Yes. Yep.
interactions where they're kind of poking each other, or you could say Varys and Littlefinger interactions where they're trying to intellectually battle with one another and try to keep their composure without trying to be so blatant as the High Septon is in this moment. But in his defense, the High Septon, Rhaenyra is so dense, you have to be this blatant. You have to say something like this to her face. Are you adjusting your mic? I can hear it.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, no worries. But yeah, it's so blatant. It's so blatant. Yeah, if this was better written, you'd have characters like this guy with Rhaenyra, kind of like we get with Corlys, and actually have great interactions against the characters as we battle their and try to basically come into conflict their motivations and their goals, because they're all trying to work together, but they have different goals. But instead, we just get really shittily created scenes. But anything else you want to say about this?
I was gonna say, last thing I'll say, I think I saw a clip on Instagram of Alt-Shift-X, I think it was, talking about this scene, and he said that this was supposed to be, in his eyes, he thought this was supposed to be one of these scenes that was pointing out the misogyny in Westeros, because he wouldn't have said this to a king, and he's being this assertive with her because she's a woman. I'm just like, what the fuck does that? How do you know? Have you seen a comparable interaction between the High Septon and a king in this similar situation? No, you have not seen that. So you cannot make that claim. This is what I mean. I'm sure people will take this kind of thing and try to assign that role to it, because you know how Sarah Hess and Ryan Kindle Condell have been.
Ryan Kindle Condell, yeah.
Up to this point. But again, things can change. And if the studio is not bringing in enough money or social media clout based on what they're doing, they can actually start to change their way and try to put different messages in there. And the way that was executed, I do think that was supposed to be Rhaenyra not looking competent or, what do you want to say, deserving of this thing that she's requesting. And maybe if this is the only thing, by the way, it wouldn't be that way. If it was just this, maybe you could make the case that Alt-Shift-X is making. But no, it's like this. She talks about the God's Wood later on, or the King's Wood, I'm sorry. Later on, it was just like, what are you fucking talking about? And then the Corlys thing on top of that. So yeah, I don't think that's right. I think this is actually trying to make Rhaenyra look undeserving.
Yeah, if she was running a master class within King's Landing and getting everything situated, and then she's getting resistance from people that should be on her side, or at least neutral, and they're going against her because of her sex, that would be very clear what's going on.
Right.
But this is not the case, right? This is so stupid. So anyways, we get this scene, then we get the beginning here, which this was so funny when we watched this together. Again, we just laughed out loud when he's like, these are my two sons. They're from a woman I met when I was much younger. And Rhaenyra's like, oh, really? I didn't guess it, but I see it now. It's like, oh,
yeah, I see the resemblance now. It's like, what the fuck?
Holy shit.
Yeah, that is funny.
So stupid. And again, that line again is one of those pills for this episode that I'm taking. I'm like, holy shit. Yeah, that's so funny. It's so funny. And then again, Rhaenyra doesn't end this scene. This is why it's bad writing too, is because this scene just ends without her giving Corlys an answer, but we can assume she just says, I'll do whatever to figure it out. I assume she says, but why wouldn't we get that whatever ending conclusion line from her? Instead, we just get nothing. It just cuts. Just leave us hanging on there for no reason. I don't know. I wish I would have heard what she had to say. Just a badly written scene.
The set in this is really stupid too. Why are they both on the same side of the table when there's no one on the other side of the table? Unless there's a fucking TV a few feet away that they're all can kind of look toward on the right there. Unless there's a goddamn TV. Yeah, right. This is sitcom set. Right, it is. It's like they need room for the camera and they need to be able to see everybody's facial expressions so that the laugh track makes sense. It's like, no, this looks stupid. Like, are you kidding me? Put someone else at that table. Or how about this? Just put, Alan or whatever. I get the quarters are kind of small. It's kind of like Kramer playing pool in that tiny room. You know what I mean? It's like
him and Frank.
Maneuvering the camera in the corners to try to get Alan's facial expression. Let's just say if he was on the right side, it'd be kind of hard, maybe, or limiting. This was just dumb. This makes no sense. This looks like a sitcom, and it was executed like one too.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of this. This I like the oh, really? I don't even know. I don't even see color, so it's kind of weird that you said that your sons, but now that you say it, also why is
your
go
sons?
ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just gonna riff on your shit. Go ahead.
But Rhaenyra in this whole interaction too, it's not like this guy Corlys is some slappy, some person who barely has any sort of allegiance to you. Maybe did you one favor. He's done so much, and he's asking this one thing, and she can't even give him that. Being like, "Yes, we will. I want to see." Like, maybe she could say, "Is like I'll give it to Alan, but not Adam. Adam has not shown enough because truly, Adam has not in the TV show, in the books, he has shown enough. I think to earn." Not only his knighthood, but also like his name at this point. But anything else you want to say about this?
No, I was going to agree. But yeah, if anybody doesn't know, for some reason, in the book, Alan does not come into play basically until Alan's like out of the picture or like less relevant, let's just say. You know what I mean? Alan gets all of his relevant things, and then Adam gets his relevant things out of the way, and then Alan becomes more relevant. So, but I think this is actually probably the better way to go, to be honest with you.
So we'll go through this scene pretty quickly here. Rhaenyra can't sleep in the king's chamber here, right? And she's like, I need to go sleep with my daddy Daemon here.
Dude, alpha move on Daemon's part.
Yeah, it is very alpha move. It's so cool. The queen comes to you. Do you think Rhaenyra can't sleep in that bed because she can't stop thinking of Alicent pleasuring King V? Is that the reason why you think it is?
Yeah, probably.
Or what's the other reason why?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe she used to give her dad massages like when he was sore, because you don't think that's weird at all. So, and then,
feet massages.
A little bit down. And then, it's kind of like a rotten tomato or something. Her hand just kind of, slipped all the way into his body because he's rotting. Maybe it's that kind of trauma, I guess. But she does know that Alicent was just making King V's toes curl, dude. She was doing it right for him.
So we get the setup, or she's getting dressed for her like first time holding court, I think, and she's deciding between a chain or a sword, what she wants to wear, and she's like, "I'm bleeding." So Rhaenyra's on her period, guys. What a great thing to throw out there. What is the point of saying she's on her period? Is she going to say something? Is this to justify some irrational thing she's doing? Is this to...
Dude, that would be insane. If she now goes in the next episode still on her period and she's like fucking mad and losing her temper and doing... Then I'm fully convinced that Sarah Hess is now... Like she took some kind of a pill, because there's no way they would do that. If anything, with their agenda, like they'd have her be on her period and now she's like more reasonable or more rational or something.
Yeah. I really thought they're going to show her cutting her hand. I think there's a shot of it. Might not be able to get it because I'm just jumping around on a VLC here. But she like grips the throne, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, I hope she fucking cuts her hand. But she doesn't. And I think I was on Nerdrotic stream. They were talking about how, like, do you think her period is going to be the way where they're like, oh, she was bleeding on the throne, which is just her period dripping out. Like, oh no, look, it cut her. It's like, no, it didn't. She's just bleeding from her period. It doesn't seem like that's the case. We don't see the blood on the throne, and yeah, I don't think that's happening. But again, just what is the point of this? What is the point?
Yeah, I mean, I doubt they'd show her like fidgeting her hands on there if that was the case. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they gave her the period again. If she starts being a super bitch on her period, it's gonna be hilarious. Real quick, Joffer Wanker, $20. Thank you, dude. Thank you. All right, so Ray has Homelander music now. Ormond is such a badass. Bold John has an amazing haircut. True. Ulf is the only dragon seed to not have a reason to betray Ray. Jason has 8,500 men versus 32,000 and a dragon. What a Chad. Yeah, he is, dude. He is a super Chad, dude. All of those guys are on Team Green when they're, what do you want to say, at the disadvantage. Like, Ormond is a badass too. It sucks that he did that whole treacherous thing, whatever you want to say, but would you rather just see him die? He's just being smart, dude.
Yeah, no, he's just being smart. It's great. He is a Chad, and I think we're gonna get more of him next episode. I really hope. Oh, we just get a ton of Ormond. I want to be in those council meetings or whatever kind of bullshit in whatever the tents of the high towers at this point. I want to see what they're talking about. Why aren't we? Another reason why, like, if they're like, oh, well, we have to kind of hurry things up. You don't have to hurry anything up. Give us those awesome interactions. Develop these characters. That's like Game of Thrones was the best when you had this complete roster. You might not even see a character for a full episode, and then you see them later on, like an episode down the line, and just catch up whatever they're doing. Like, we could do that, but instead they're like, no, I don't think so. I don't think so.
And yes, you're right. Ulf is the only dragon seed to not have reason to betray Rhaenyra. Yeah, you're right. He is the only one. And he is the worst one, so that's unfortunate.
So we see Aemon's little mommy prostitute here saying like, oh, the rich people stole the food and made it so much harder for us. You got to go after them too. Oh, please, can you help us? Cringe. Shut up, dude.
You're just a fucking liar. I wonder who's been stealing and hoarding the food. Are you kidding me? Look at that shit.
Also, who sold them the food? Was it the rich people selling the rich people food? Like, you have a bunch of merchants or, people at these areas that are not the most wealthy people selling goods and services or whatever you want to say, supplies, right? Did you sell them to the highest bidder? Okay, well, you have a bunch of gold. What are you going to do with it now? That's on you guys a little bit. It's like, so shut up. I just hate it. It's just dumb. And it also just goes into this, I'm going to do the right thing. We're going to see it later on this episode. But they discuss this kind of stuff here in the small council about like, what do we do with the King's Landing, which I agree. You got to do something about this interaction or this unrest within the city as you're going to campaign further on. But her counsel is basically useless. And I love this line where Rhaenyra asks for Corlys's guidance in this. And he's like, I defer to the queen, which is such a funny, like,
I don't know why he would do that. That is retarded.
It's retarded, but also at the same time, it's like he's not trying to piss her off, I think. Like, hey,
just give your opinion, dude.
I know, but Rhaenyra's volatile. She's like, she dismissed the Black Council on Dragonstone because she didn't like what they said. They didn't defer to her. They just said, no, I don't think you should do that.
I guess
like, no, I'm not going to get in your way. So maybe Corlys has learned her secrets. It's like, don't get in the way. So anyways, the Black Council sucks. And then we get the knighting of these three. Then Ulf, what kind of name should he have gotten for himself here? He eventually picks Ulf the White. I think he already had that. He was Ulf the White before he became a knight in the books.
In the book, yeah.
And Hugh Hammer too, right? And Adam of Hull, of course, right? But if you're going to pick a name, you can't pick Targaryen. Gator, what would you pick for Ulf? What should he pick?
Dude.
Chadfire. There you go. That's it. Chadfire. Ulf Chadfire. Anything fire is awesome. Sunfire, Blackfire. Like people that know True Fire. That's a
True Fire. Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. True Fire. Yeah, it couldn't be Ulf though. No True Fire for Ulf.
White Fire. There you go.
Wife Fire? Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi.
Yeah, what's your Wi-Fi password?
Yeah, what's your Wi-Fi? What's your Wi-Fi?
White Fire. You seem like you're struggling with this, Gator. A good name.
I can't think of anything to be funny. Like he's just kind of gay.
You're getting fucking kicked out, dude. Sorry. Hiltfire. Get the fuck out of here.
Ulf doesn't even fucking deserve a name. He's just kind of gay.
I love this look here. He's so funny. He's so proud of himself. And then
he was lame in the book too, dude.
Adam of Hull. It's like, dude, why don't you ask him what he wanted to be called? Just give him he could have been Adam.
Dude, the Blacks would be so funny after Ulf.
Oh, dude, yeah.
The Whites. And you, Adam?
The Black.
Okay,
here's your Hugh Hammer scene here on the stairway.
Yeah, it's trash. I mean, maybe we're wrong, dude. Because I've been thinking about that. I'm like, maybe we're just like racist or something. Like, did we not just see his wife in King's Landing?
I swear we just saw it.
I swear we saw it too.
Every person we saw was a person we've seen before looking up from King's Landing.
Right. It was in the last episode as the dragons were descending on King's Landing. Did we not see his wife here? And then now suddenly, to me, this feels like it's like the next day. And suddenly she's at Tumbleton now. Like maybe it's like 2 weeks later. I guess that's the case. But why would that? It's strange to even do that, though. Why would she choose now to leave?
They're not doing a good job of portraying the passage of time, so you have no idea what's going on because you have Damon go away over to the High Tower. I know I just made that mistake.
You just did the thing you're talking about.
I know I'm such a fucking idiot. Damon going over to Ormond and talking to him and coming back, and it feels like nothing happened. That was like a day trip or something, which I doubt that is, right? Real quick, Space Pope, 20 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Space Pope.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
I'll drop your link to your unofficial Discord, which we
actually you're not the OG. Christian's the OG, but he's a traitor. He's
at the wall.
He's at the wall.
He might be on the wall. We might.
He is. He's up at the Frost Fangs.
Did you want to say anything else about this scene here with Hugh Hammer?
With Hugh? Let us know in the chat. Like, are we wrong about that? Did we not just see his wife? And also, too, it's like, even if that's the case, why is Rhaenyra not appeasing him? I just don't understand. These are such easy things that she can do. If this is the part where it's not, I don't think the agenda's not getting in the way anymore. Like the misogynist, whatever, women in charge thing, that's not getting in the way. In fact, this is actually serving against that. More evidence to what I'm saying, where she looks worse and worse and worse. Like women can't rule very well, but it's just making her look dumb. It's like the writing is bad in this situation. It feels like manufactured drama, just like the Alice Rivers thing, where it's like instead of Alice Rivers just being this kind of wandering, mysterious, ethereal spirit midwife, MILF, GILF, whatever, at Harrenhal that just happens to interact with Damon, fuck him up a little bit, but not so much. And then when Aemond comes, have him really get fucked up by Alice Rivers, That's the book version. Instead of that, we have to manufacture this drama to make it really believable and easy to digest from the audience. Like, well, wait a minute. Wasn't she just talking to Damon? Why is she being friendly with Aemon now? Doesn't she know that they're enemies? It's like, because Damon refused to give her Harrenhal and she wants that for some reason.
Yeah.
That's why she's going with Aemon. We don't need that level of like telegraphing what's going on. It's okay. We can understand what happens. It feels like that. It feels like they're manufacturing unnecessary drama between Hugh and Rhaenyra. You could give Hugh a much more superficial, like power hungry or like just whatever.
I don't mind them doing it this way, right? But it's, again, I don't know.
No, they're making him like so honorable and like flawless, and it's I don't know. It's not what I had in mind for Hugh.
Neither did I. Had something else in mind, but at least he looks like Tim Allen Santa Claus, right? And I love here, Allison's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to come off so sharp, but could you send Otto, my father, back to Old Town so he can lay down with my mother? And that's a nice request from Allison to do to her father, right? Showing this, but at the same time, I hate that they're talking again. Why are they talking? They should be hating each other. At this point in the story, they should hate each other, but still they come and talk to one another. It's so annoying, Gator. I don't know why.
They're friends. They're friends.
Yeah, they're friends, and they just can't quit each other.
No, they like each other.
Like Brokeback Mountain. I just can't quit you. Never seen it.
Exactly.
Look at that face. That's a great face here for Allison.
Yeah.
Merp. Okay, cool. Here's the awesome dinner scene that made me so hungry to eat those chicken wings you got me the other night.
The communist revolution here.
Yeah, here. She confronts all these like minor lords that have been within King's Landing, right? And I like this guy here. He's like, I actually doubted the Greens' claim. What is he doing here, Gator?
I know. Imagine like the next guy, like, me too. Me too. Yeah, me too. This is more comedy. This is more like comedic moments.
I hate this.
Bumbling idiots.
I hate this. What would I get secondhand embarrassment from this guy as he's doing this, right? So she gives him an update like, hey, listen, we're raiding your houses. We're going to look for all the supplies you've taken. But she hands him all of this. Let's see if I can try to get a better shot of it real quick. Of
the rats or what?
Of the rats here, yeah, on the table here. Give me 1 second here. But
yeah.
Go ahead.
I was going to say the rat motif in this episode. Don't really understand why they did this. In the book, Otto, when the rat catchers are all killed, he brings in a bunch of fucking cats. And guess what happens? Nothing, because the cats are good. They take care of the rat situation. Maybe they don't like dispose of them as properly,
Right.
But there's not a rat problem. So in this place, I guess, what do you think is the reason behind that? Do you think that they were setting this scene up and they had to like justify rats being there, and that's why they chose to get rid of the cats? Is that why you think?
Maybe. Well, I think they removed the cat thing just because they're lazy and there's no reason to put it in because like whatever, doesn't matter, right? Because you could just remove the rats and no one would blink an eye for the most part in like normies watching it. They'd be like, now that we got rid of the rat catchers, there should be rats around now. No one's thinking that. And I wouldn't mind that if they just kind of went over that. Because if you're going to cut anything, yeah, sure, you can cut that moment. But the reason why they have rats at the beginning of this thing is just for this scene. Yeah, I totally believe that. Unless we keep seeing rats within King's Landing the next couple episodes, then it's like, oh yeah, this is the big theme. If there's rats around her. But you guys, if you're in this situation, Gator, you got to play this off better, right? You're like, oh, this looks great. Can I have more of this? This is not too bad. It actually doesn't look that bad, right?
I'd try it. Yeah, I'd try it.
What the other food? What's this little side thing here?
I don't know. It looks like potatoes, like worms on it or something like that. Yeah. I don't know.
Doesn't look the best, but I would have liked it if Rhaenyra would have forced them to eat it because I think they all just kind of walk away from it, which is a lot of work just to do for this moment here, which she probably could have just done without, just have them all there. Like, hey, now that you're here, you're not leaving until we've cleared your houses.
I mean, Book Rhaenyra would have done it for sure.
Yeah. So
I also don't understand, we'll get, never mind. I'll bring it up in a few minutes.
Okay, because there's nothing really else I want to say here other than she's just coming around, taking everyone's supplies because they were so selfish. Even though the only reason why this interaction occurred is because she created the blockade, which Torrin Manderly calls out.
Yeah, he
here,
points that shit out.
Dude, and also the Manderlys have been on the side of Rhaenyra. I don't know why she's like trying to mog him in this moment, just trying to be like, listen, buddy, I'm going to look at your shit too. It's like, dude, what are you talking about? Jace came up and negotiated with my family, and we're gonna be on your side. What the freaking heck are you talking about?
Yeah, it makes no sense.
What the freaking heck, guy? That's what probably he's saying.
I think that's exactly what he's saying. He's got that shit-eating grin too. I love that shit-eating grin that he had, but I don't understand why she's even. I hope that she at least vetted that woman's accusation. Her claim that like all these people just bought up all the food and hoarded it. And I know they kind of admit to it here too.
I doubt it.
Well, what are we supposed to do? Let's also starve. It's like, yeah, I mean, okay, I guess that's kind of a good point, but we just don't know like what the actual rationale is. Like for all Rhaenyra knows, like they went and bought like, a week's worth of food or 2 weeks worth of food as opposed to like 1 day's worth of food, which they wouldn't have done normally. It's like, yeah, I mean, they have the means. Like, what are they supposed to do? How are they supposed to know that like there's no other food now? Are they going around and doing like a census on how many people are starving day to day? It's like that's not how anybody is in real life now, and we are on like social media and connected to everything. So there's just, it's ridiculous for her to make this assumption. If it was true, I'll say that if it was true that you had a group of like 20 people that were going and intentionally, like knowingly, I'm going to buy a bunch of food that I probably won't need, and I know this is going to lead to like hundreds of thousands of people potentially starving. Yeah, if that's the case, for sure. Yeah, they need to be punished because that's just bullshit. And that's kind of stuff that does happen in real life sometimes, not that simply, but it's it does happen. But that's, I don't believe that's what happened here. I don't believe that even if it did happen, Rhaenyra would have the ability to know that's what happened. So it's bullshit.
Yeah, it's stupid. And Rhaenyra is just constantly walking in rakes, and especially with Torrin Manderly, which I don't mind this actor being here. He's more of a comedic actor, but I hope we see more of him. I love the Manderlys. I'm a Manderly boy. I love. Yeah, they're the only northern house that worships the Seven, and they have the only city in the north with White Harbor, so they're a pretty powerful house. Rhaenyra and Daemon are talking here, and she warns them about, hey, why'd you do that to the lords? It's not going to end up well. And then Rhaenyra's like, I'm going to send you to the Vale, which, come on, you're going to send him to the Vale? He's got some bad beef up there, guys. Why are you sending him up there? He literally killed, he allegedly killed his wife. And it's just not a smart plan for Rhaenyra. Pull your head out of your ass, lady.
Listen, he wants to do it. Damon's happy about it, so. Whatever.
But also Daemon says here, which I totally agree, is like, dude, why don't we freaking just conquer the world? Like, this is ours. We have more dragons than Aegon had, the Conqueror, right? And we're just going to limit ourselves to just Westeros. We could conquer everything, which I like those aspirations, Daemon. But you can't even figure out King's Landing. Let's just take baby steps, Like, let's figure out King's Landing, then Westeros, then let's take over the world. But, yeah. Did you like that interaction at all between these two?
The Dorne thing, fuck yeah.
Yeah, the Dorne thing, yeah.
Fuck yeah. Awesome. He's got gumption, dude. We could take Dorne. It's like, say no more, say less. We're about to get the fuck out of here and go take out Dorne, Tell Aemond if he wants the throne and we're gone. It was worth it.
Then we get Rhaenyra and Melisandre. Melisandre. What's her name?
Miss
Missandei.
Massaria. Yeah, I know, dude. Missandei is Danny's.
I know. Getting all the
diversity hire.
Get all the side bitches mixed up here.
Yeah. So this scene is what I was gonna. I'll just say what I was gonna say earlier during this scene. So there's a character which all of you know, but at the chance that somebody doesn't, there's a character that's going to be coming into the show at some point called the Shepherd. Okay, and I'm not going to say anything really about him, but this vibe from Rhaenyra, I feel like kind of conflicts with the Shepherd a little bit. Like from the Shepherd as we know him, like this sort of vibe of Rhaenyra, like being so small folk friendly and like I care so much. I feel like that is a little bit contradictory with the Shepherd's existence.
I wonder if she kind of overpromises, and that's what happens, right? Like, oh, I'm going to be a woman of the people, and then shit gets real, and then she has to like really tighten up everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is gonna fit, and then it doesn't, and she realizes, damn, this sucks, and whatever. We'll see. I just want to say real quick, I think we have over 300 people watching. Please hit the like button. Like Rhaenyra's trying to get everyone to hit her like button, I guess, out here, right? And she's loving this too. She's like, I love when people love me. I totally get it, like getting positive affirmations from these people. But again, the logistics of this too, 2 people handing out food. Come on, Rhaenyra. You can't even take this simple shit out.
All the people of King's Landing, I've brought to you tidings and servings of food that you've been so lacking. I brought this one trailer full of food, and you see what the serving sizes they're giving these people? She handed that woman 2 bowls of food to one woman. It's like, they're going to be out of this food, and it's so quick. And what is this food? Apples, onions, like what, a cabbage, something. How about, give me some meat? Can I have like a pound of ground beef? Is that acceptable?
And crazy to think, she raided all these houses. This is the extent they found. This is what you're gonna like burn bridges for these high lords over, and a high.
Yeah, it looks like they didn't hoard any food. That's what that says to me.
So we get the best scene in the episode right here.
Oh fuck!
Corlys and Rhaenyra, and Corlys is like, "Hey, have you ever given more thought about this potential, name?" Well, actually, no, he doesn't say that. He goes, "Hey, I noticed how when you named my son for his knighthood or whatever, you call him Alan, or you dead named him. You dead named my guy, Adam of Hull. He's Adam Valarian. What the frickin' heck's going on here?" Yeah.
And she's like, oh, well, I mean, it's just one of those things where there's rumors about my children being bastards. You know how that was. Your brother said it or something. I don't remember. Either way, it's not going to be good for my reputation. And he's just like, your little bitch-ass sons lived and died as bastards. It's like, fuck yeah, they did. Everything he said was so base. The only thing I would alter about this scene is I wish he would have brought up Vaemond, too, because he goes through it. He's like, dude, Luke, guess what? It wasn't a rumor. He was a bastard. We all know he was a bastard, and you are a whore. And he said, Jace, the kid who just died like 2 days ago, he lived a bastard and he died a fucking bastard. And I wish that he would have brought up Vaemond. I wish he would have said like Vaemond was right. Oh, dude, that's like Gore the God Butcher. Like Gore was right, dude.
Saying Vaemond was right would have been a killer line or a little add-on there. Also, it's funny that it seems like Corlys has forgotten that Laenor was killed basically by Rhaenyra, right?
Yeah. I mean, as far as he knows, yes.
Well, it's very suspicious what happened there. I guess they think that Carl did it, but you're kind of like, there was always suspicion about that kind of stuff.
Rhaenys thinks that Rhaenyra is involved. Even in the show, she does. So I don't think that Corlys would think differently, unless they clued him in. But yeah, I don't think they did.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. And to think, outside of all of my my potential relatives that have died for your cause, also my house, everything I've built up to this point is in ashes because of you for this cause, and you can't give me 2 people to their names. And again, Joffrey, who is now the heir to the Iron Throne, he can't be the Lord of the Tides. He's outside of that. He's going to be, the king of the 7 kingdoms, not Lord of the Tides. So I need a new Lord of the Tides. Let me have one. Yeah,
his daughters, or his granddaughter, sorry, Baela and Rhaena, they're out now. They're not going to be queen.
Yeah.
Because Baela was going to be queen. Not going to be queen anymore, ever. Yeah. He has nothing left. Think about the Sea Snake. The Sea Snake was the richest man. He went on his 9 voyages, accumulated more wealth than anybody, surpassed the Lannisters, surpassed the High Towers. He was the richest motherfucker in Westeros. And look what happened, dude.
Yeah. Look what happened. Lost it all. And also, what is the negative effects of just naming these 2 Valarians? Is it we're going to get out that much about this whole thing? It's like, oh yeah, these 2 who are his children, they got legitimized because he's hand of the king. He's not some schmuck again. He's not some just random person you owe a favor to. He is quite literally the reason why you are sitting in the Iron Throne right now. Probably.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know why. Yeah, what's Rhaenyra think? So her kids, rumors are the bastards. And like this is her mentality, I'm sure. And then Ulf and Hugh, they are bastards who are dragon seeds, and she basically made them dragon lords, right? Yeah. You already have Adam, who's also, I guess, a nobody at best, like, or worst, I don't know, either one, who's a dragon lord as well. So she doesn't want to make him legitimate because the realm's gonna like look on her poorly for that as well? Like, that's the straw that breaks the camel's back? Like, wait a minute, guys. I think there might be something between her and Bastards. I think there might be something. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Why is this the line? And why would, who's even going to care anyway? Like, from the small folks' perspective, what actually would be the complaint of her doing this? Like, imagine her worst dream, her worst nightmares come true. What is it? What's the problem?
Yeah, I don't know. This is a weird hill to die on, and we'll see how it like devolves later on in these episodes. But this is the great Corliss scene. This and the High Septon, speaking truth to power. Finally, someone's doing it in this series, right?
Yeah, about fucking time.
And then we get a great scene between Alice and Rhaenyra again, just talking so nicely. Everyone's just having a nice time, and then we confront the whole Daron thing, which is okay. This whole thing Rhaenyra offers Alicent, which Alicent was kind of rolling her eyes about, like, oh, you can't do that. Sending Daron to the wall is way better than killing him. And it makes sense why she would send him to the wall. So that's a nice thing for Rhaenyra to offer Alicent. But also when Alicent comes in here, her face she makes, it's ridiculous. Why are you giving it away that this is not your son? Just let Rhaenyra send this guy send him to the wall.
I understand why she didn't, like, for her keeping Darren safe. Yeah, she shouldn't have said anything. But I mean, honestly, from her perspective, like,
she's deniability. I haven't seen this kid in how long, right?
Well, it's true, but it's like if she's this honest about it, like, the kid's got different hair color, dude. Like, if it was the reverse, like if he had blonde hair as a kid and then it got darker, like, that's fine. That's like typical towhead shit. But the reverse, oh yeah, my kid had brown hair and now suddenly my kid has a bleach blonde. That doesn't happen. There's just no way. So I think she's playing her cards right here, like continuing to have gain trust with Rhaenyra, or like maintain trust, I guess, at most. I don't think it's going to be remembered. Like, I think the writing of the show, Rhaenyra is not going to grant her any favors for that. But I think it's smart actually to do what she did. For her sake,
right. She's trying to, like, create some more what do you want to say, currency in the in this situation she has to potentially spend it out later, which, okay, that makes sense. But still, if I'm in her situation, I'm a mother, I'm just gonna let this person go, hopefully, and maybe wait later, whatever, that hopefully Daron lives and I can get out of here with Helena. But yeah, so then we get this this guy looks like the dad from Coming to America, the other guy, the guy that runs the McDonald's.
I'd have to see him again.
Yeah, anyways, this guy here. But Hightowers have taken Tumbleton, which, again, cool interaction or cool battle fight we could have seen firsthand. Instead, we don't. We just have to hear about secondhand. And now Rhaenyra's like, oh no, I trusted the Hightower. Yeah, McDowell's, thank you. Space Pope. McDowell's, yeah. It's in McDonald's and McDowell's. I wish we could have seen this, but at the same time, I love seeing this Rhaenyra plan here. I'm not going to kill the Hightowers. I'm going to allow them to just march back home, not kill Daron. This blows up in her face immediately. So,
yeah, it does. The Dragon Keeper, this scene was weird anyway. Like, I don't know why she's taking, like, advice from him. She's, like, taking counsel from this guy, but whatever, dumb scene.
Right. Well, it's like, oh, I'm going to go burn it all or, do whatever. And he's like, please don't, please. There's, like, innocent lives there. But anyways, it leads to Rhaenyra's, let's see if I can get the shot of it. Rhaenyra just, like, looking into the fire here, just being like, I'm going more mad. But guys, this happens every fucking episode. Rhaenyra's about to get off. This is almost like a Dragon Ball Z, what they make fun of Dragon Ball Z for. It's like,
yeah, right.
I'm going to power up this next episode. Like, next time on House of the Dragon, we'll finally see Rhaenyra hit her final form. It's like, nope, we won't. She'll be pretty chill about it and cry a lot. And that's where
she's not on her period. What, you blame her?
That's true. Yeah.
She's bleeding.
I wish they could have just said that for the entire series. She's been on her period. And then I could have just hand waved a lot of her interactions, her shit. So. Okay, well, that ends
great
the
episode.
Theater, so let's go through some super chats, see what they have to say.
Yeah, sure. Please. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Rizzler. USA and Norway, the only answer is, dude, get your fucking non-American football out of here, dude. We don't give two shits. Thanks, Rizzler.
USA, though. Base,
yeah, I mean, obviously USA. Yeah.
Yeah.
But thank you
also,
for the super chat.
Real quick, while we're doing this, I want to see Gator. We have, can we do you? You have your new profile pic here. So
good.
Good.
Well, I don't know if there's that one or hold on. is it not quite as zoomed out? There's that angle where she's like sitting all confident, but then there's this like this, this like upward angle, like oh yeah, but it's kind of hard to see. So I don't know. I think I'll go the other one.
I'm better than you, that bitch, every single time.
100%.
So. All right.
Anyway, Godhand. 999. My lords, I've tried to teach the Northmen about the seven, but they're being naughty and just want to lick snow and sacrifice each other. But fear not, for my godly hand is firm. And my hilt hurts. Yeah, dude, if your hilt doesn't hurt, I don't know what you're doing here if your hilt doesn't hurt.
Yeah, everybody right now, hurt your hilt on that like button, please. I think we have still 300 people watching. We'll see here in a second. But please hit the like button. It really does help. And after the stream, make sure you comment on it, but we'll continue reading super chats. So
yes, our super chat sections actually lead to some decent discussions. So don't click off just because we're reading super chats. Rizzler, again, Unius Hiltfire, the bane of tires and unloved by women, has joined forces with Sweet Christian, the king beyond the wall, and Cuckbringer. These are troubling times.
This is troubling times. Oh, our master of ships is giving us bad information right now. This is not probably good information, but bad news.
Yeah, it's good, but it's hard to hear. You know, the what do you say? The most what's the phrase? Like the biggest truths are the hardest to hear. You know, something like that.
Yeah,
whatever.
The biggest pills to swallow, right?
Oh, dude, yeah.
Oh, I got this big flush pill I've been taking every night.
Dude, it's like 7 inches long and it's got a mushroom tip.
I wish.
Yeah, but we could put Unius at the wall, actually. We could
get him up there. Get him up there.
Wrath, what's up, dude? $2. I'm glad I was tripping for this one. Kind of mad. You were tripping, dude? You were on some substances or what?
Were you driving when that happened, Wrath?
you tripping driving the 18-wheeler, dude? That's not cool. Hilter Lover, 1488, base, Tycept to death, a micro. Yeah, oh yeah, he's micro for sure. Also, fuck Team Black. Yep.
True.
Just true words.
No lies detected.
Saucy, 499. I love the scene where Corliss was like, yo, I ain't never asked you for nothing, my queen. Now I want my boys legitimized and shit. And you ain't do it. Yeah, that's true.
True.
We love that scene too. That's arguably the best scene in the episode. Corliss. I love Corliss so much more now. Corliss and Vaymond. Dude, Vaymond take it from us too soon. Rizzler, 199. Otto ruled years, and Rhaenyra can't do it one day. Yeah,
true.
She's spiraling, dude.
Yeah, it's funny too because she talks about how she wants to rule like King V, which is not a great, like that's not high aspirations to do something like that. You should try to rule like King Jaehaerys, right? If anything.
Yeah.
But Otto, he did so much of that, and you have nobody with experience to do that. Imagine if she would have had like Otto on her side. A lot more, a lot smoother right now. Instead, no, complete shit show.
Yeah, I mean, King V was not great, but even this episode though, it makes me think higher of King V because he never like was spiraling like this, you know. So maybe he did at the beginning, but I doubt it. In my canon, he did not.
True.
We have Trump Epstein Kirk pack. This is not a super chat, but I had to highlight it because this is true. If you ain't a micro, get the fuck out.
True.
So
get the fuck out.
If you ain't a micro, you better lie about it and say that you are because we only
everyone put your length
hosts.
size in the chat, and if it's above 4, you're getting banned.
Yep, 4 is even a little gracious, man. You better be like 4
about
is the max.
to bust.
Yeah, if you're 3.99, that's fine. But when you hit 4, yeah, you're done. Spooky Maze, 999. The numbers are in, my lords, and we've found 63% of Dornish still stink after a week straight of bathing. I'm asking the master of ships to prepare for the deportation of hundreds of thousands of Dornish. Yeah, dude. Granted.
You just focus mostly on the what are they? What's the sand Dornish, right? The stone Dornish, I don't think are the smelly ones.
No, they're not that bad. No. Yeah, it's the sand Dornish. It's granted. You don't need to ask the master of ships. We're the kings. We decree. We grant you permission. So work it out how you're going to do it. I hope it's good.
Yeah.
Alex, what's up, dude? Espinosa. USA really got scored on in less than 10 minutes. Dude, they're going to win. I totally watch soccer. They're going to win. Trust me.
Oh, here we go. We got a big super chat coming in here.
Samuel Celtigar, oh shit, member of the family who secretly runs the whole operation. Is King V in the Strong Files? I know he went to Strong Island. Dude, the Strongs, they're running the show. Arthur Dane is the one with the island, as far as I'm concerned. Oof. Actually, wait a minute. This is some kind of a, what do you want to say, a false flag? Samuel Celtigar, you're the only one with an island I know about. Celtigars.
He's trying to throw out some smoke screen.
Yeah, I don't like that, dude. That's called a false flag. The Celtigars are placed conveniently in between Westeros and Essos, and they're conspicuously quiet and non-interventionist, or like what do you want to say? They don't make a big impact, supposedly, despite consistently holding very powerful positions on councils and, seats throughout the realm. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. And they're Valyrian. They're blood of the, I guess, I don't know if they're blood of the dragon, but aren't they a Valyrian house? I might be messing. I'm pretty sure. If all that's true, if all that's true, the Celtigars, I don't trust them. Also, Celtigar, sweet name, by the way. Like, was one of the coolest last names in Saga of Ice and Fire. George did good work with that.
I think it's the only. Is there any other Valyrian steel weapon besides like a cat's paw dagger? They have an axe, which is cool.
Very cool. Yeah.
Something, yeah. Cool.
But thank you for the super chat, dude. $100? Are you shitting me? Yes, dude. King V in the strong files, whichever the equivalent of the Epstein files are. No, King V is not in those files. If he is,
he wanted to be. He was so disappointed when they got released. He said, "What the hell? I know all these guys. They've never once asked me to go."
Yeah, exactly. He's the guy who got left out. I think that was like Elon Musk, right? In real life, he was like begging to go. Like, oh, dude, it sounds so fun. Please invite me. Yeah, thanks, dude. He's in the files, but they're bitching about him, Rizzler 213 999. Allison knew that wasn't the real Daron because she had no urge to kiss him. Yeah, that's true.
True. Yeah, fact check true. Thank you, Rizzler. Yeah, she has a hunger for her own blood, being around these Targaryens for so long. So
you saw what happened in episode 1. The kiss was so good with Aemond, even though it was so brief. She literally cried because of how good it was.
Yeah.
Mad Nerd 3, become a member. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Appreciate it. We appreciate all of our little beautiful baby boy members. Spooky 499. Me after seeing any episode written by Sarah H. We're not going to say what H stands for. Give me some milk of the poppy for the pain and let me die. Okay, you know what? If you had showed me this episode like mid last season and I was in that mentality, I would agree with you. But right now, I'm having some yellow fever. You know what I mean? I'm having some yellow fever about
this episode. Last episode, not so much, but
yeah, right. Chud. I really wish this episode followed Aegon. Hashtag Team Ormond. Yeah, dude, I'm 100% Team Ormond and Aegon. I don't want to see a lot from Aegon, but they've already showed us. Like, I wish we didn't see anything. I want him just to pop up, a little where he ends up being. But because we've already seen a decent amount from Aegon, I do want to see more of it. Just because I don't know, there's an opportunity for them to do it right. What they've already showed us, not great. So I'd rather see an improvement than nothing at all at this point.
Yeah, I wish we would have gotten like the day in the life of Ormond Hightower instead of Rhaenyra. I understand this is a very impactful moment for Rhaenyra here, but if you're going to introduce these other characters, it'd be cool if they're going to be big players later on to do something like that. Or even if you decided to do something like Dalton Greyjoy, right? Someone like that, that'd be awesome to do. But
that's what's annoying about this show is like it's such a departure from. First of all, from Game of Thrones, where you fixate, like you were saying earlier, you don't even see characters sometimes for a full episode. There really isn't a set main character, right? Like all the characters,
right?
I shouldn't say not all the characters, but there's like 20 main characters, quote unquote, that all get equal treatment depending on the time of the series that we're in. Like, Rob's a main character for a while until he dies, of course, but Dany's a main character for a while. You know how it is. But in this, that's just not the case. Like, we have our main characters, and it's just established. It's Rhaenyra and Alicent. Yeah. And everybody else kind of plays a background role. Whereas like in the book right now, after Rhaenyra gets to King's Landing and starts doing shit, she kind of takes a back seat and we start more so moving into what these other less stable pieces are doing. Not that Rhaenyra is stable mentally, but she's stable in her place and her struggles are kind of consistent. Yep. And the other things are moving around her. Yeah, it doesn't do that, and it's really annoying. Godhand. Ungrateful lords didn't even eat the delicious meal Rhaenyra made for them, a flea-bottom delicacy sent from my iPhone, praise of 7. Yeah, that was. I mean, get involved in your culture, dude.
At least taste it, okay? At least taste it.
What part of it, if you had to just take like one bite, what part would you do?
The leg, probably the leg.
The leg,
big,
yeah.
That chunky part there.
Yeah, the back of it, yeah. Imagine going straight for the belly.
Oh, dude, that'd be so gross. Oh. Yeah, that would be the worst.
Jack Daw 972 $2. Hess, I assume. Hess deserves a pie from Wyman Manderley, dude. I would totally eat a pie from Wyman Manderley.
Dude, what kind of pie though? Is it a cream pie from Wyman Manderley? Because I'm in line for that. Get out of the way, Sarah Hess.
Give me a cream
pie. Get in there.
Cream pie, hair pie, fish pie. Oh, dude.
Yo,
Chud McGill. No Lord of the Tides. Shut up, Chud. That's
Chud. Shut the fuck up.
Just shut the fuck up. Thanks to Super Chat though, dude.
Yeah, I have to adjust because again, I said I'm traveling right now, so the overlay is going to get changed for next week to adjust accordingly everyone's donations. And if you are a member, you have a free members chat, so go ahead and use that if you need to for the month. Yeah,
like 60 new people have member chats now.
I know. Yeah,
I hope a lot of them watch our streams. Rizzler, Rhaenyra can't even cook an utterly can't even cook an utterly useless woman, but she does get her period, so consider that.
Yeah.
That means she can get impregnated, ideally.
She's pretty good with that. Producing heirs. She has a ton of them.
She is, except for that one miscarriage she had. But that's like, dude, I'm in labor. I'm just going to keep standing up. That might have done it. Yeah. Goddamn, 42. Corlys be like, Lucerys was a stinker bingus. That's true. I heard him say that.
True. Corlys. Dude, you cannot take back stinker bingus once you throw that out there, Corlys. No. So you better be very careful.
Bastard, not so bad. Whore, forgivable. Stinker bingus. Yeah.
Yikes.
Rizzler, the show needs more trans people now.
I agree.
Dude, fucking all trans. Just like the play, that Song of Ice and Fire play, it's all black. All trans. Please, yes, all trans.
Please. George, please.
Please, God. Godhand, justice for Jasper. I assume Jasper Lane Wild.
Yeah.
He was trying to tell Alicent where the money was hidden. He had to get real close to whisper because it's a secret. Yeah, and she was being really belligerent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get away from me. It's like, dude, I don't want anybody to hear this. It's in a really obvious spot, and as soon as people find out they're going to steal all the gold, it's really easy to get to.
Stop struggling. I'm trying to tell you something really important.
Till, with his member chat. I'm here. Shit episode. Good moments, though. Yeah, I mean, that is true. Overall, yeah, it's a pretty boring episode. If this was the season opener, too, it would be pretty boring. Can you imagine this being the season opener? Yeah. It would be kind of boring.
Yeah, this would be pretty boring. You have to add some different things to it to make it like a season opener, like reestablish everybody in different locations. But yeah, this feels like would have been a better season opener than Battle of the Gullet, which was just such a big pop, and you're like, okay, now we're just meandering.
Yep. Alex again. Finally seeing Team Black fans see how incompetent Rhaenyra is. Book Rhaenyra is finally showing. Finally showing. Yeah. We just need her to weigh 150 pounds heavier. Yeah, listen, it could happen, okay? I had totally lost hope, but after these few little scenes, what if they do? What if they chub her up? What is the least amount of like weight that they pretend to put on her? You know what I mean? Like 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, 50. What's the least amount of weight that they could put onto her to where you're satisfied?
Oh, I think 100 pounds.
100 is the least?
Because then you actually see her being chub. Like that's a big chub. Like, and women hide it, and Rhaenyra might be able to hide in all the right spots too.
Yeah, that's a good
point.
Oh
yeah, you gained 50 pounds, and you're like, dude, you and Alicent are competing now for the realm's new delight.
But, yeah, because Rhaenyra might be like 120, 130 right now at most. So yeah, if she was up to like 230, yeah, you're right.
And Rhaenyra in the books, I don't think she's incompetent. She has her flaws, but I don't think it's incompetency. And she goes with her counselors for the most part. I don't think she really I mean, I shouldn't say that. I don't think she's nearly as competent as the show version. The show version is on another level. Ridiculous.
But the book version, she's actually dealing with a lot of like external problems too. You know, like in King's Landing, and there's a lot of actors that are moving more against her than in this, where everybody's kind of just working with her, you know, trying to be reasonable, where in the book that's not necessarily true. And Rhaenyra is much more affected by things, you know, like the loss of her kids and stuff. She's handling it more like how a leader should handle it, you know, but she's literally eats her feelings, so it's not the best. It's just she doesn't wear emotions on her sleeve quite as much, I don't think. So I don't know. You're right, she's not incompetent. Godhand, never forgive Rhaenyra for ruining Ulf's dream. Yeah, Ulf the White. White. Wrath, $5. I'm on vacation, King. He's got to run. There's substances to abuse in so little time. Dude, this guy's a fucking stoner. Gonna have to rewatch later. Might pop back on for the real Unius lore. No, dude, there's no Unius lore.
No Unius lore. Just actually, I'll just say it here. Unius lore, or it's no Unius lore.
It's Gator lore, I guess.
Gator lore. Guys,
and the first bit is.
Well, the first bit is that you kiss my dad on the lips.
Yep.
And that was great to watch. I was like front row to it, thinking like, I don't think he's going to do this again. And yeah, he did it again. Like doing it. And the other bit is Gator. Gator is slowly becoming Dornish, guys. And I don't even say slowly. He is so tan that Oberyn Martell looks white compared to him. It is disgusting, guys. Gator is Dornish. New lore update.
Oh, what would you do what if okay, serious question.
Okay.
If I come on here and I play my cards right, but then you look back after like 6 months of streaming and just like talking and you realize, wait a minute, when did Dorne become like his favorite house? Like if I made that transition believable, like over 6 months and and after 6 months, you're like, wait a minute, what the fuck happened here? What would you do?
It would have to be more than 6 months for me not to notice it right away. It would have to be such like, oh yeah, I kind of like the Danes, maybe a little bit.
Wouldn't you be impressed?
Stone. Yeah, I would be impressed if you could totally pull that off. Yeah, I guess my first thing would be bravo. I do give you a standing ovation, even though you're not there, like a cringe Redditor who just stand up and like, well done, sir. Well played, sir. And then I'd be pissed, and I think I'd delete the channel.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I think that's reasonable. But
guys, would you be pissed if you found out Gator was Dornish?
I'm becoming Dornish. I'm liking a little bit more spicy food lately. You know, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm talking a little bit differently, but I don't know. I don't really hear it. People say I'm talking a little bit
we love more our unique. Bastards.
I love my bastards. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like they're better than legitimate kids. I don't know. Something like that. Anyway, Noble Walter, and I did enjoy kissing Don's dad on the lips. That was pretty cool. Don losing his Mpreg sleeve, Otto, and second son. Sad.
I know.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough.
I really wanted to make an Otto is pregnant video. And me and Gator were like, no one's going to click on it. It's just going to be complete clickbait, whatever I say, rage bait, you know? So that would have sucked. But I want to. Gator, I want to. I want
to as well. Dude, just getting breeded day in and day out by that old man, that keeper down there. Oh my God. I was filled up to the brim. It's like you could gargle it in his throat, you know, he's constantly having to swallow. Like,
yeah, more of those
he's
details.
Filled up to the tap.
Everyone better be breeding the like button right now. We have almost 300 people watching. Please. We should have over 200 likes. Come on, guys. Does not make sense. Hit the like button. Thank you.
Jasper's hearing it down there in the cells too. He's hearing it going just. Nah, he's probably not that fast.
Help!
He's an old man.
Let me next.
For which role? He wants to get bred or he wants to breed Otto?
Either way, he just wants to get into it. I know his Iron Rod, he probably wants to get in there, but like at this point, he just wants some of the fun.
We were talking about that old prison guard wanting to breed Otto or whatever, but it's because his rope is about to come out. It's like having to piss really bad, you know, and you're like rushing to the bathroom. You're like, finally you can let loose. That's what he does. He just has to, you know, ejaculate though. He runs in there. Yeah. No, quick, inserts. Oh, it's just like peeing, you know, that's all. Spooky. Damon, if the show wasn't written by an idiot. Hey, Daron, go get on your dragon. Not Daron. Yeah, plot failed. Right, yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier, dude. It's ridiculous. What happened to the dragon?
Yeah, it's dumb. I hate it.
I love it. Juby, $7.99. Rhaenyra is out of Goy coins to pay everyone. Did she have Goy coins to begin with?
No. Well,
I don't think so.
Dragonstone, there were some, right?
I suppose.
Like that, and then like, of course, like bring that shit over here.
What does Corlys have, by the way? His riches. Is that just like a massive Goy wealth, or is that like Bravosi wealth? It's like, damn, dude. I don't know. It's a lot. It's substantial. Well, now it is. Yeah. He's out of house and home, dude. Wrath. Sarah Hess, more like Sarah Mess. Oh, dude, Wrath. Holy fuck.
Oh, damn.
Dude, this just reminds me how much I love Dawn.
Oh,
reading a comment like that. Spooky. No way Team Black just leaves the dragon with the high towers. Yeah, dude, that's what happened.
Sorry, Sarah Mess.
Yeah. Godhand. Larry spent the treasury on V-Bucks and dipped out. Yeah, he did.
Money well spent. I wonder what
money well spent. Chud, Aegon's top guy, McGill69. Has Sarah Hess had YouTube hide my comments in chat? No.
I wish they did, so. Chud.
Yeah, I know. We were all wishing.
You get one more warning. One more warning.
And then what happens?
He's gonna get timed out. He's building.
Chud, we don't want to time you out. You're one of our best chatters. We do not want to time you out.
Stop doing that. I saw it and I was like, okay, I'm dealing with the stream. I'm not gonna fucking go punish him. Yeah, we're gonna start getting City Watch on this guy's ass.
That's true. That's a good point. We should do City Watch. Our mod should be City Watch. Rafael, Mexican, $50. I think it's, I mean, MX, what else could it be, right? $50, but is it still dollars? Do they use a dollar sign? Yeah. I expected Viserys' corpse to still be in some room stinking up the place, and that is how King's Landing got its distinctive smell, directed by Sarah H. Well, here's where you went wrong. King V actually smelled really good, especially the more he decayed, he actually started to smell pretty nice, like very Candle-esque, you know? It's like a very, like a nutty smell, a natural nutty smell.
Oh, hold on real quick. We'll go back to Rizzler.
Oh, yeah.
$20.
Ver, $20. Thanks, Ver. This episode would be peak. This episode would be peak if, when Rhaenyra is walking all over the Red Keep, she was 300 pounds, sweating and wheezing.
Oh, dude.
Sent from Samsung Smart Fridge via Jitterbug Mobile. Dude, I know, just barely able to move. Like, has to ride on the walls, the banisters, and if there's like a space between, let's say, a wall and the next staircase, like 6 or 7 feet where there's no railing, she has to like go as quick as humanly possible, just otherwise she's gonna fall over. Yeah, dude.
Nothing would make me happier than Rhaenyra having to walk into doors like sideways because how wide she is right now. That'd be awesome,
dude. I imagine it being the same width sideways or, you know, whatever. Normally, that implies like her shoulder span is huge, but I don't think that's the case, dude. Imagine if it was though, like Mrs. Trenchbull Rhaenyra. I'd eat the chocolate cake that she makes me eat. Rizzler, you hilters need a stream going over the swords and hilts, including the greatest sword, Ice. Ice is not the greatest sword, spoiler alert, not, but Rizzler, it is. It's a cool sword, but it's not the coolest one. We will do that at some point.
The name is lame, and then at least in Game of Thrones they make it look so bad. But all right, moving on from Rizzler's dumbass comment.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Rizzler. Continue in your bath. Bubble up, boy. Noble Walder, Sarah Hess's base. She's pilling the audience. She is, actually. I know, dude. We're going to see how it goes. This is the start of a new era, potentially. Because remember this, too. This is the first episode of season 3. So if there was some questionable shit that happened in the last 2 episodes, that might just be holdover stuff that she planned or she was forced to plan for, you know, the end of season 2. That was before, you know, she had some awesome boyfriend. Like, what's a cool, like, assertive white guy boyfriend name that came in? Like
not
Paul.
Darrell. Oh yeah, Paul is a Gator. Paul is a great name.
Yeah, see, Paul. She starts dating Paul, and he's just, you know, he's just such a high T alpha male. Got a great job. She finally sees the light. You know, she has to abandon her like single Catwoman ways. I think that's what happens, and so that's why it started in this episode, dude. Oh, it's bright skies ahead. Trust me, dude. It's bright skies ahead.
Trust me, daddy.
Trust me, Yugi boy. Rooks at War, Canadian 10. Based High Septic converted me to the faith of Septic. Dude, what were you before?
Dude.
Let us know in the chat. What were you before, dude? And be honest. Thank you for the chat.
No. Yeah, at least you've seen the light, but thank you.
Yeah, and not the light, not the Lord of Light. Okay, don't get confused. Although that's the second most based religion. Juby, I'm waiting for the next Ryan Condom masterpiece. Juby, you're getting a little too creative with the wordplay. I don't like that. That.
Juby, chill out.
Chill out, Juby.
But yes, I am as well. My butt is up in the air, begging for more of his masterpieces.
Yeah, big time. Pay at the pump 1191. Any Rule 34 of Dawn and Gator? Look it up.
Yeah,
you'll be pleasantly surprised.
The Discord should be filled with that. I don't know why it's not constantly of that stuff, but.
Rooks at War, Canadian 5. Great to see our based king Vayman make an appearance. Dude, I know. Dude, it'd be so... I would love to see, after that, like, you know, that scene where Rhaenyra walks away and you see Corlys in the background still. Yeah. Just imagine seeing Force Ghost Vayman just put his hand on Corlys's shoulder.
Dude. Yes, that'd be
I
so
love
awesome.
Force Ghost Vayman. Saucy. Rhaenyra in her nightgown is... What?
Okay,
are you let me go high as a kite?
Let me go find this real quick.
No way. Listen, I'll eat my words if it's true, but I didn't make note of it, so I doubt it, dude.
I doubt it too. Saucy Krabu, fuck you.
The best nightgown, seriously, fuck you. The best nightgown was the one that Allison wore out to that lake, dude. And there's no way.
I know it was a nightgown. It's something.
It looked like one.
Yeah, it's good though.
Or like a sundress. Yeah. There's no way Rhaenyra can compete, but he'll get that one up, dude. But just to understand, first impression, no, you're wrong. Chud. We need more mommy synth thick tower screen time. Yeah, we do.
Yes,
there's not
we
enough.
do.
And she's always just wearing normal shit in this season, you know?
I mean, that's what Jasper was trying to get to us last episode. He was thinking the same thing. What the hell?
Yeah, Jasper Lane Wild, dude. I know. He was on that wavelength. He took it a little far, that's for sure. Noble Walder, $2. Where's the money, Lebowski? Dude. Old. Too old.
Shut the fuck up.
Too old, Noble Walder. But I do understand the reference. The real Batcave, $5. Gator, I assume Gator, are you bleeding as well? Just asking for your eventual rise to throne. Yes, I am bleeding, so that should maybe help me. I'm not sure if what the message of the show is here. It might be helping me, it might be hurting me. Hard to say. But yeah, my period is right now, yeah. Actually, me and Don have been hanging out the last few days, so we're all synced up. So it's Don's period right now, too.
Unfortunately, that is correct.
Yeah,
I do not see a good angle of this nightgown at all. Saucy Krabu. Right there. Is this it for you? This looks good,
dude.
Shut the fuck up.
Saucy, that's what's doing it for you, dude.
You maybe think there's a nipple here or something, or what?
If a nipple's doing it for you at all, you got problems. What do you got? That's like Gen X behavior, dude.
Oh, dude.
Or maybe Boomer, like.
If you flash me your tits, I'll let you get by with something. Shut the fuck up. Put your hands behind your back. You're getting arrested.
Get on the fucking ground so I can see what I really want to look at. Judd, am I now a Tully instead of a Valarian? I mean,
Chad,
I don't know.
Shut the fuck. You're lucky
you're
breathing in the chat right now.
What are you fucking talking about?
He's talking about, like, I think his ranking here because he's the Lord Paramount of the Triton right now. So he thinks he's a Tully. Dude, no, you're a fucking loser, and I'm going to ban you from the chat. That's what you are.
Yeah, listen, you can't be building. So that's why. Is that why you build end towers? Because you think you got the pass as a Valarian, dude?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why. Let's clear it up.
Put me back there so I have the card. Stop.
We do love you, Chud. Ver, idea. What if the Greens won video? What do you mean?
Hey,
the Greens don't win?
Ver, shut the fuck up. What kind of question is this? Or what kind of even, like, what if is this?
Does idea stand for something? Is that an acronym?
No.
I'm confused, Ver.
No.
You're confusing me. Chud again.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Sunfire, my beloved. Our king is dragonless. Oh, dude, I know. The most beautiful, beautiful boy, Sunfire.
Yeah, I know. We'll see. We haven't seen the body. And we saw, was that the next episode, like the little trailer thing? We saw, was it Melise? Or what's that's...
Melise is Rhaenys's.
Yeah, Melise. We see the headless Melise's corpse, which is cool. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah. Definitely did.
It's in the right spot. It's in the right spot. Marcus Alanis, do you think that they'll change Rhaenyra's canon death and say that the main series version was just the Citadel's or Mushroom's interpretation? Well,
I hope not.
Rhaenyra doesn't ever die. She's immortal. So
true.
We can't give spoilers. I guess we don't have to give spoilers to say this. No, I don't think they're going to change her death at all. I don't see any reason why. Even if you go with like their little narrative that they want to portray, for the show.
Yeah,
I think that they'll keep it the same.
They're just going to change context around it so that way it's like you're feeling different about it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Space Pulp, $10. The bleeding is going to last the whole 6 months, guys. Trust the plan.
Oh, dude, we always trust the plan. Winds of Winter is coming out this year. We're Winds Truthers. Come on, guys. Let's go.
Right. Yep. Bravos last. I'm trusting the plan. Ketterstone, they said on a Nerdrotic stream that the fate of the Seven is bull. No, they didn't.
I heard this. Yeah. It pissed me off too.
Did they say that?
They did. It's just a normie take, and it pisses me off.
Oh, we don't see any magical powers from the Seven, so.
Oh, I never seen it one time, but my three-eyed predator rapist god, he shows me beautiful things in the Weirwood Network. I like him.
Shut up. If we get Gary on here, it's just we're supposed to be probably covering an episode if we get him on, but we're just going to put the episode on pause and just berate him and break him.
Yeah, we're going to have a presentation, 30-minute presentation of why the religion of the Seven is the one true faith.
Hey, unlock your back door, Gary.
Dude, the back door's always unlocked. How many times have we been in that back door already?
Oh, Daddy.
We met him one time. We were in out of that back door. Wrath, $5. Ray can barely keep it together with no time to coordinate, and her girlfriend of Whisper's bright idea is to hand out bread to the poor. Women.
Yeah. Not great. Emotionally driven plans here always work out.
Yep. Alex, USA's defense are role playing as guards in King's Landing, letting everyone through. Dude, you're obsessed with soccer.
Yeah,
Obsessed with non-American football. bull. Listen, I wish I could contribute. I don't watch soccer. My wife started watching soccer like in the last 2 weeks just because it's on or whatever. So she's like getting somewhat into it, but really it's just waiting for real football to start, you know?
Yeah. No one
It's
cares.
just foreplay. Like basketball is like not even worthy of that. So I'll give you that. I mean, soccer is better than basketball, that's for sure. Zephiel Synthesis 66. Ray is going to eat all the food in King's Landing season 4. I hope. I mean, she could do it this season. It'd be really like start eating it this season. Dude, imagine if the season closing scene is like Rhaenyra's just at like peak stress. She's at the table and you just kind of start to picks up a piece of food, eats it, then another, and starts shoving it in her mouth or whatever. And then you get like some kind of a, I don't know, really overly dramatic scene that just zooms in on her face. She's chewing madly, eyes darting everywhere. And then the scene cuts. Now we come into season 4 and she's just huge. That'd be the way to do it.
Yeah, dude. Or a montage. Just give me a montage.
Oh yeah. Yep, that works too. It's like that scene of that scene in The Whale where Brendan Fraser just goes in his fridge just eating every single dude. That just like that. Parker Brook, I pray to the 7 that we see the cannibal soon. Yeah, you know, I'm surprised we haven't seen any reference of.
We're not gonna see Cannibal, I don't think.
You don't think at all? I'm just surprised that we don't see more from Cannibal. What's the other one? There's 3 of them. The Cannibal, Sheep Stealer, and there's one more.
What is the other one? Done like the Wild Dragons. Let's see, Wild Dragons.
I don't remember. Yeah, look it up.
I'll
read K-Hole Gaming's. I hope they do a full Balls of Fury cast reunion. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they will. I think they will. That sounds right.
Who's Christopher Walken? He's the shepherd, probably. That'd be awesome. I'd fuck with that.
Too old. Chud Aegon's top guy. Aegon 2.
Grey Ghost. That's the other one.
Yeah, Grey Ghost. Yep. Aegon the Second ruled 100 times better than Rhaenyra. Yes, he did. And that is because he had more intelligent, hands-on people who had experience in his corner. That's true. But that doesn't make it illegitimate,
Right.
He did. Brew Maestro. Like how Rhaenyra zones out just like Homelander.
Yeah, that's so cool. I like how they just steal everything from the boys, from Aemon's descent of being this little mommy issues bullshit.
They just took Homelander and like distributed his traits to 10 different characters, and then we got Samuel Celtigar again.
Yeah.
20. A group of guys robbed a fireworks stand at 3 a.m. this morning and shot at the owner that was following them. Where was Unius this morning at 3? I think you just answered your own question, my friend.
I wish there was more Unius stuff, because it was funny because Gator, he was saying he was trying to get to like more information, some lore information about some other topic out of you, and he's like very hungry for it, right? And it's funny because he, as hungry as he is for that, he just doesn't understand your guys' hunger for him. We wish we could give you more.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There was something that JB told us to say about him, but I was like, that's just kind of like a half story, though. I can't just like say that. It wasn't. I don't remember what it even is though now. Oh, I remember what it is. Yeah, it's just not worth saying on its own. It's only like an additional thing. But hey, thank you, Samuel. And speaking of our boy Sammy Kelty, 99. It is to the point where I only get excited when Aegon pops up. Everyone else could completely disappear. I wouldn't care. Damn, that is an extreme position. I don't think that's true, but it's close to true.
Ormond Hightower, love. Corlys, warming up to, like getting really warm with. And then Aegon. Yeah, those are my 3 right now.
And the High Septon, let's not forget.
Sure, sorry.
Please and thank you.
Main character High Septon, who just made his appearance.
And
this episode.
He's, kind of down for the count right now, but Thailand, our boy Thailand.
Oh, thank you.
Don't forget about Big T.
Never forget.
Never forget about Big T. TXG Goliath. TX Goliath. And this episode should have what been the Office filter? Am I retarded here? This episode should have the Office. Should have maybe. Okay. This episode should have the Office filter. What's the Office filter?
Is he saying like The Office, like the TV
show?
like
filming, like the filming style where like moves around.
She makes
kind
a
of
decision.
abruptly.
They pan over to Damon. He makes the Jim Halbert like a little smirk. Like, what do we do?
They cut to like an interview scene of somebody who has like an opinion on it or whatever. Yeah.
Corlys to Stanley's like, I want these boys to be my sons.
Her children are bastards, and she is a whore. The real Batcave, Canadian 5. In the books, King V came up came up to Ray, said nothing, and just swiped his 2 fingers under Ray's nose after a second marriage. That is the ghost.
Sure.
Yeah, poor Rhaenyra, man. But King V, kind of a Chad, though, for doing that. He's got that, what do you want to say, with that Don Lemon energy going on. Urchin Cursed, 199. Only good thing about this episode was Chadmond. Yeah, he was awesome, dude.
Yeah, Chadman was good.
It was not the only good thing, though, by the way. That's like the 5th best thing about it, or 6th best thing.
Totally agree.
Totally agree, dude. You and me are on the same wavelength today.
Gator, you are so on tonight because you are agreeing with me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Don is being a little bit quieter, I think, at this point in the stream because he's in a house where he has to be a little bit quieter. So I just want to make sure.
I'll turn this up just like a second here. So hopefully,
no. Your volume isn't quiet. I just mean like energy wise, yeah.
Yeah.
Nazareth Azura High. I like that name. It's kind of cool. They should recast Sir Pounce as a dog. Hashtag lore update.
Lore update. Yeah, if we're just going to go willy-nilly with these castings, why not? I'm for it. Let's do it.
Yeah, same, man. That's such a good agreement that you just made with him. That's why I love you so much. Samuel, need Rhaenyra looking like Drewski's white cosplay. What's that?
You've never seen it?
No.
Look up Drewski whiteface.
Okay, hold on.
Just type that out right now and think, could that be Rhaenyra? That'd be that's it.
Drewski whiteface. Hold on.
It's funny how Gator's.
Oh yeah, duh. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when she was Erica Kirk, yeah, or he was Erica Kirk. Yes. Who dat?
Yep.
Just nice and fat and plump.
Perfect casting.
Sam I am 402. This is my monthly membership message, dude. You need to up your creativity. We're gonna revoke your membership, dude. Next month better be killer, dude.
Okay, yeah. Go to this next message he has. I have to address this.
Okay, Sam I am 402. $10 in defense of bringing back the thanks button on video on demand, so old men like me don't have to stay up late for these streams and still pay our Dami. What is this? Our Dami Gaddy tithes.
Yeah,
Dami Gaddy.
Yeah, it's me and you. Dami and Gaddy.
Oh, okay, I see. I thought it was like one title, Dami Gaddy. Okay.
No,
I got it.
So
thank you for the tithes.
Sam I am does a lot of like super thanks on videos.
Yes, he does.
They're not popping up, but when I went on there, it did pop up for me. So I don't know if you need to try. Sam I am, find someone near you, go to our channel and try to use their account. See if you can do it.
And while you're there, by the way, just use that account to subscribe and like all of our shit.
Actually, don't do that.
Oh, why not?
Because it's going to bring down our click-through rate if they subscribe and they're not.
Oh yeah. Okay, don't subscribe. Just have them
give us money.
Yeah. To make like $1,000 super chat. It's like, oh, dude, thank you.
That's you, Sam I am.
Your friends, Sam I am. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Sorry. Abel Musa. How moronic is Westerosi salon tier bleach and dye? Yeah, I mean, it is dumb. I'm telling you, that kid, if that kid has dark hair, which we're pretty sure he does, to make that the imposter blonde is just crazy.
Crazy, yeah.
The Shitster 499. Greetings from Bravo's Goitor and Don Goy. Stupid. Goiter and Don Goy. We spent many dragons to bring you this wonderful episode filled with epic Rhaenyra girl boss moments. Really, it didn't have that.
No.
It didn't have that. And it was great.
No.
Had the opposite.
So Shitster, you're full of shit. So shut the fuck up.
He didn't watch the episode. So real back cave. Unrelated. Are we getting in defense of Sir Janos Slint?
Oh, we should. Janos
if we do it, yeah, we should do it, but it's going to be a while. We have other characters to defend first, and then and we have House of the Dragon content, hopefully to spam, so that we can get some channel growth, baby. Ryan Bailey. The faith of the Sevens perceives powerlessness is just George's cliche boomer atheist interpretation of the medieval Catholic Church. Yeah, I think that is actually true. That's legit. Yeah,
it's 100%. Yeah, that. But we have to defend it. It's the true faith, the one true faith.
Yeah, you're definitely right, Ryan Bailey. That is for sure true. I don't know why then he wants to give like some of these other religions, like the old gods. I guess I understand why he wants to do that because that's like a pretty original thing for him. You know, like the power in the trees sort of thing, and it's like the driver behind the White Walkers and stuff. So I get why he wants to make that a little bit more tangible. But some of the other stuff, like the Relar religion, like why is that so prominent to him? You know, some stuff is strange. Because like the Relar is also like a dualist thing. It's not that far away from Christianity, you know.
Right.
Sam I am, again, very related in defense of Sir Janos Slint. Oh, dude, yeah. All right, we got 2 requests for Janos Slint. Yeah, we will defend him. He's not that bad of a guy. He's underrated for sure. When? Let's just say this year, I guess. We could do it this year.
We're putting out the Ned Stark Glock what if before that, so we have to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, after this season airs, for sure, the Ned Stark Glock video is coming out. Because we are at 30K now, so we have to.
Yeah, here we go. Same thing, yeah. Salt PK.
Yep. Yeah, and Erotic and Ryan said the 7 is the only fake related. Yeah, dude. They're the only fake fucking streamers, so...
I know they're like, well, Ned Stark, he was just kind of struggling in King's Landing. He's a good guy. It's like, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck. And they're like, oh, Tywin Lannister, I'm sure he went down to that brothel all the time. He's a mean man. He's a villain. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, thank you for that. They read the pages of the story and then just repeated it on stream. Thank you, boy.
If they ever do a meetup, we're just gonna me and Gator and get fucking ripped. TRT. Corner them and bully them into submission and then record it. Yeah, just play it as the intro. I'm sorry, I really do like
Can you imagine? They're just literally beaten bloody. I said we love both.
Tywin Lannister.
We love both Gary and Ryan. This is not an actual threat.
Maybe it is. You don't know.
Yeah, it might be. We're gonna
unlock your back door, Gary.
Yeah.
Final warning.
It is. Listen, I hype mog him, so it's going to be over before it starts. Alex Espinoza, the High Septon looks like Book Stannis Baratheon. Coincidence? No, that's like the based archetype. So
yeah, let's go pull him up real quick while we're.
Yeah, let's get a look. Let's get a look. I'll read this while you're pulling that up. But TX Goliath, Aegon will be king again, ruling from a wooden throne, dude. That's like. We say Indiana Jones and Last Crusade, you have all these ornate cups, but what was the one true grail? The cup of a carpenter, wood, same thing with Aegon. You have all these ornate things. Oh, fancy. But no, the one true ruler has a humble throne, a wooden throne. That's how it is, baby.
Hold on, I gotta get this shot here. Do you got another super chat in here? No.
Nope, no more because our audience hates us, so.
Yeah. Okay,
I don't hate this guy right here.
Does have the Stannis look? Got the more of the bald.
Yep, he's got the bald.
That's where a crown should be right there. So,
do you like his outfit that they gave him? And do you wish it was a little bit more like dressed up?
No,
or you like how
I like this?
Like how simple I like how simple it is too.
I think it'd look better if we saw him in comparison to the other Septons, so you could actually see like, oh yeah, he's the High Septon based off of his drip and stuff, So, but no, I like it.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not a big fan of the crystal crown for the High Septon. No, you can leave it off.
It's too much. Yeah.
Yeah.
It brings him elevates himself above the rest of men, which I don't think is little bit blasphemous. Anyway, thanks for showing up, everybody.
Everyone oh, here we go. Fuck this. Well, first off, like the stream and also comment, but we also have 2 more super chats real quick, Gator.
Jasper Lane Wild did nothing wrong. Nope, sorry. We can't defend it. He did wrong. He did wrong. Iron Rod? Are you kidding me? Giving yourself that nickname? That is embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. Oh, he's got a lot of kids. Yeah, dude, great. Congratulations. You have a big family. Your dick's not that big, dude. And even if it is, that's cringe. You should want a micro. Raul Ortiz, when is George going to be a guest on the stream? Dude, we've sent so many requests from him. And he talks to us all the time, but whenever we send that request, he ghosts us.
He tries to send audio files too, to like give a little submission, and they're so muffled, and it's like, where are you recording this, dude? It's pathetic. I hate it.
It's only in the bathroom, but it's like also fuzzy at the same time. It's like there's no actual distortion or whatever in between when he's not talking, and he starts talking and there's distortion. It makes no sense. Ryan Bailey, wait, shouldn't the High Septon be in Old Town? It's not always. He's got to show up for important events.
Well, yeah, this is a big event. Maybe he's just hanging around. Maybe he's just not the High Septon. He's just the Septon that's in the area for King's Landing, whatever.
No, I think he's the High Septon. Pretty sure.
Hey, thank you guys for being here. Not Titus, go fuck yourself. Hey, make sure go follow us on X. Like Mike has bad knees. Thank you so much, Mike, for dropping that link. And we'll be here next week covering episode 4. But after this stream ends, please leave a comment. What should the comment be, Gator?
Just say a prayer. Say your fealty to the faith of the 7. how much
Faith to
you
7.
Yep. And maybe you know, just say something you're thankful for, you know.
Maybe to Sarah Hess.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Something
Tell
Sarah
us your favorite trait about Sarah Hess would be nice. You know, what do you like most about her? Because there's a lot to like. So,
and make sure you like the stream if you haven't already. But thank you guys so much for being here. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.